Welcome to Epic Enclave, where a bunch of us really cool dudes
Don't say it.
sit around and play role-playing games. I changed it.
Yeah, you did.
We are on session 56. Last we left off, we began the session in the Fey Realm. We had just discovered that all might not be as it seems, and the plan was to find Gearbox and escape. Using Scarrig's locate object, we managed to find him, well, in a cave, a locked cave system. We went in, snuck around a bit, and came across these little gnome people with big fucking boots, and they didn't take too kindly to us snooping around. We got into a bit of a scrap with them, and it appeared that they were slaughtering people to be fed. It appears that we've been gorging on humans at the Fey feasts. Gearbox was imprisoned behind some metal bars, which weren't really holding him there. He just had no reason in his head to leave, so he just pulled them apart and left. There was also another prisoner there who, when we left the Fey, we just kind of, I don't know what happened to him. We didn't even mention him again. So that was something. But yeah, this just sort of solidified that we need to get the fuck out of here. So we left. We met up with, I know you said Pat Styles, and it appeared that all of the Fey creatures and people had disappeared, leaving just the remnants of the tents and the tables, and we hastily left, and upon leaving the area, our memories of the Fey slipped away, and there were varying levels of recollection between the party members. I think Pat and Scarrig had basically nothing. Ozzy had a hint that something had happened, and potentially the songs that he'd written. But Picard was the only one who could cling on to the fact that we had visited the Fey Realm, but the details of which were non-existent, just that he remembered sailing on the high seas in a boat and living his best life. Obviously all very confused, we hunkered down in the cave and began questioning what had happened. Styles and Gearbox went out to the night sky to try and look at the star patterns, see if they could pick anything up. And Gearbox alluded to the fact that some time has possibly passed, like this all isn't right. Ozzy messaged Gellin, but Gellin did not respond. His son did, and informed Ozzy that his father had died 15 years previously. Panic began setting into the party, and through a series of messages that Ozzy sent out, they discovered that 30 years have passed, and the continent of Greyhawk is at war with Ayus. Most of the north has been taken, but everything south of Greyhawk is kind of like a stronghold. Yeah. And then there were loads of cave drawings, because this. Oh, we also spoke to Inaxi. Inaxi was like, "Oh my god, 30 years have passed, but your mission's still on. It's more as important as ever. Crack on." So Styles and I can't remember who it was, but we basically decrypted the cave drawings and figured out the path we needed to take. And through the cave network, we came across a gelatinous cube, which we swiftly navigated. And we ended the session coming out of the cave network into a huge valley ahead of us and a giant floating island, which is our next destination in completing the sword. We'll getting plans, the remainder of the plans for the sword.
Yeah. Your main goal at the moment is to find Qualish's lost lab, as Anaxi believes in there are the plans to the Dragon's Temper, the sword which Scarrick is entwined to.
Yeah, I think that was everything.
That was perfect, yeah. Yeah, a big time shock. Continents at
it was
war.
rather shocking.
Your mission is more important than ever. One of the reasons Anaxi stressed the importance of the mission was because of the technology that Qualish was involved in and researching could assist the Allies in the war. So, let's have a look. So, as you leave the cave mouth, after travelling for only a few hours through the tunnels using the navigation and avoiding all the wrong turns and the catacombs that expand deeper into the mountains, you see before you, floating hundreds of feet in the air, in the centre of the valley, a large island of rock. Enormous chimney engines extend from the bottom of this island, burning with fitful, deep red fires that appear to keep the island aloft. A series of odd structures rise from the rock, appearing almost like metallic crystals. You see, further down from where you've come out the side of the cliff, there is a ledge jutting out into the abyss below. On it reclines a feline monstrosity with a female humanoid head, a regal gynosphinx. A matching dock is thrust out from the floating rock island across from this dock, but there is no obvious way to cross the hundreds of feet of open space between them. Why have I forgotten his name? What's your tiny companion? Gearbox, that's it. How could I forget Gearbox? As Gearbox sort of pushes past the group and looks across the scene, taking it in, he pipes up. Well, that would be a grand place to have a laboratory. Perhaps this is our destination.
Jesus. Is it floating? How is it floating?
It appears to be the engines. This is some interesting technology. I'd love to take a closer look.
We seem to have lost 30 years. A floating workshop doesn't seem the most strangest thing to me today.
That's true. I don't recall this ever being here before, so maybe in the 30 years that's passed, we've invented floating islands.
I don't think that's the case, Ozzy.
How do you know?
I think it's this place. It might be
30 years old.
This might be the reason we've lost our 30 years. It might be affecting everything somehow.
You see below the island, where the mountains that surround the valley descend, there's a thick fog that obscures the ground below. You're unsure how deep this valley goes. It's hard to tell with this large mass in its center.
Is the sky above us?
Yeah, it's open to the sky, yeah. And above you see something you haven't seen for a while actually. The sun coming through. Rich blue sky with partial clouds coming across.
Wow. You think this is where
What's
we
that,
need to be going then? On this island?
What's that thing down there with the cat's head?
What? Where?
Down there at the end of
This-
the jetty.
The Sphinx is sort of curled up on a small platform.
I think looks like a cat. Like a big cat.
Well, I tap Ozzy on the back. Go do your magic. You know what you did to the last cat?
What cat? What? Fuck it?
Yeah. It might know how we get across.
Hey.
Do some of that Aussie magic.
What do you think, Captain?
Well, I think we should go straight down.
What's that? You want to just jump off and commit suicide? Weird, but okay.
First, I want to give you all of my loot.
Wait, is this gearbox on Vicard?
It's podcast.
How far is this gap? Like,
You're talking hundreds of feet.
yeah, but how many hundreds of feet?
Well, the scale. Let me do a measure if you want a specific. So that's 2.5. We'll say 3 feet. 3 is a 50. So 950. I'd say between 150 and 200 feet, from what you can gauge.
Okay. Well, do we have any ideas on how to get across? I could teleport us.
You go gadget into a bed and flies across.
Yeah, I could do that too. Yeah.
You do see from this cave mouth there is a stairway down the cliff to this dock. Or this protruding platform.
Oh, so we're not on the platform at the minute.
Not yet, you're sort of a little bit above and there's a few
Okay.
stairs down onto
I
the platform.
see. I get you.
The platform you see.
Oh, in that case, then I would start making my
Looks
way
like this.
down to the
Make my way.
platform.
As you come down, the Sphinx who's curled her long hair flowing down across her face. She has this beautiful feminine face, but these deep, well, actually quite light blue glowing eyes. Her body is a mixture of fur and metal. You can see almost like parts of her have been reconstructed, or she has a thick layer of armor on the outside. Floating around her head, which is sort of at the moment laid in her giant paws, there are several small orbs. They appear to glow different neon tones, and they are encased in cogs and metal and machinery, and they float around her crown. As you come down from the thingy, she looks up and looks across at you, and then stretches on all fours, like clicking her neck, and just stretching in the spot.
Oh, is she pretty? I'll do the talking. Hello. Hey there.
Well,
You see her sort of bring one paw up and lick it and use it to like smooth her hair down the side of her face.
I'm Ozzy. And these are my companions, the Mr. Men. You might have heard of me.
She looks over. Welcome, travelers. Do you bring me knowledge?
Yeah, I do. Guess what? 30 years have passed. How's that for knowledge?
Pitiful. Knowledge is the price to cross. But first, let me ask you a question. Come closer.
Okay.
Does everyone move up?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to
Yeah,
jump
stick it.
right off there.
How big is she?
She is big. Let me get her stats. So, her body probably stretches around 10, 11 feet long. When she's stood on her legs, she's probably about 8 feet tall. But obviously, if she was on her hind legs, she'd stretch maybe 12, 13 feet. She's big, and each one of her paws, as you see, sort of embedded on the concrete, looks like it could do some damage if she were to smack you around the chops with it.
Oh yeah.
And she also has, like, as she stands, her wings unfold from her back and stretch out, and the wingspan itself is about 15 feet across. And she folds them into her back and begins to pace back and forth on the rock.
You are beautiful. I hope you don't mind me saying.
I do not mind. But it does not take an intelligent man to see that.
Nope, you're right there. You're right there. You are oozing beauty. Tell me, is this your gaff? Is this your place? Pointing at the island.
I am just a guardian of the crossing.
Oh.
I seek nothing but knowledge.
So if I chucked you a book, would that satisfy your knowledge?
Not quite. Let me ask you a riddle. If you get it correct, I will deem you worthy to impart your knowledge on me. You may ask me any question. If I get it right, then I will take something from you, but if you manage to perplex me, then I will let you cross. Would you like the riddle?
I look at the rest of the guys and say, I can already tell I'm not going to be very good at this.
I know what I want to ask.
Have no fear, Ozzy, for I know the exact, well, just date now. But I'm sure that could be very useful in this situation.
You think?
Of course.
I told her the 30 years had passed. She didn't seem to give a shit.
Please, may I?
Oh, how old are you?
Sure.
Time travels different for mortals and beings like me. My time would not parallel to yours.
No, that one a lot recently.
I told you it was this place.
Answer me this. Pronounced as one letter and written with 3. 2 letters there are, and 2 only in me. I'm double, I'm single, I'm black, blue, and grey. I'm red from both ends, and the same either way. What am I? And you hear this deep purr coming.
There was a lot of information to take in.
I didn't take it all in either. But is there 2 N's in Sphinx? Is there 2 letters?
Can we come forward as a team? Come on, Mr. Men.
I said ends. Small one.
She said something about black and blue and red on each end. Can you say it again?
Very well. Pronounced as one letter and written with 3. 2 letters there are, and 2 only in me. I'm double, I'm single, I'm black, blue, and grey. I'm red from both ends, and the same either way. What am I?
Oh, okay. So it's like a word.
I know what it is.
Like a 3-letter word.
I know what it is.
Oh, okay. Go on then.
Aye.
Interesting. You are correct.
Oh, yeah. Starts good at this stuff.
She sort of begins to crawl slowly towards you, but not leaving the plinth at the top. You seem more intelligent than the others.
Hey.
Perhaps you could impart some wisdom on me. Ask me a question. If I get it wrong, you can cross. If not, then I will take my toll.
Ask her where my gold is.
So, there's a couple of ways you can play this. You can either ask an in-character question, something that you think the Sphinx wouldn't know, and she'll roll a intelligence check to see if she can get it. Or, you can do a real-world piece of trivia or knowledge, and I'll have 30 seconds on Google to find out what it is. And if she gets it wrong,
could it be anything? Any question? Any in-game
question.
Well, I
She
tap
can
Styles
answer.
on the shoulder and I say, I know a good question. Ask her what my body count is.
Well, I was thinking about asking her my age.
Do you even know?
And we narrowed it down. I'm flicking through now.
Yeah, you've got to know the answer yourself.
Ask her how many crowns do I have? How many women have I slept with? Even I don't know.
Ozzy, you have to know the answer yourself.
Oh, I don't know it. Loads.
Gearbox is like, does anybody know any knowledge from their past lives? Any realm knowledge? Did
Right,
anybody pick
sure.
anything up in the... Oh wait, you didn't know where we went. In our
In the
journeys, our
NPC,
travels.
like, you must know something about that, Styles. Like some weird fact that nobody knows.
Well, I mean, we
Weird
could ask
fact that
her
nobody
any.
If you want to make something up, you can. That is law binding, and she will make the check to see if she can get it. Bear in mind,
Right.
she's obviously super intelligent.
I revert to my bit of knowledge earlier when I said about white dog poo.
Of course you can.
What you,
Do you have a
get
question
30
phrased
seconds
around it? I can either search it or I can make a roll. It's up to you.
Okay. It's a bad question. The only thing I can think of, because I've been thinking about it all day, because I'm weird like that.
Oh, why don't we ask her?
Have you got
why?
anything that might help us out here?
Why don't we ask her why 30 years has passed?
I can't remember
Like,
what he had.
where have we been?
Yeah,
I think he
but
had a
we don't
tome
know.
or something.
Yeah, but she
He
doesn't
gave
know
him
we
advantage
don't.
against a
know.
Sphinx riddle, so that's the only thing.
She doesn't
She's
know
sort
that
of a
we don't
reverse
know.
Sphinx.
We might be able to find out what's happened to us. No, it's just a thought.
What are you trying to ask?
Where we've been
Still
for
not
30
decided.
years. What happened to us?
You can ask that if you wish.
I did till I finished.
No.
I had another piece of paper with notes on. That's where my.
How
Styles'
big
age
is
went.
my schlong? In feet.
I found it. I hope this is correct.
Feet.
What were the names of my bandmates?
I'm all right.
Wait, what are you asking then?
How old am I?
Is that what you want to ask?
Yeah.
She paces back and forth, pondering for a moment. An interesting question. Not the normal question I would get. But let me see. Your clothes. Not from this era. You wear yourself slightly different to other mortals. That jewelry, it's a signet. I see. She reels off your exact age. You seem younger. Perhaps you were trying to trick me. Or perhaps you have just been somewhere different. You smell different to me.
Yeah, you ain't showered for a while.
Yeah. Does she
Well,
got it right?
Yeah, she gets it right. Well, as I said, for every question I can answer, I get a reward. Which one of you would like to give it to me? I can
I
either
asked the
take
question.
a piece of your knowledge from one of you, or I can take a piece of another less desirable attribute from two of you. perhaps some of your strength, and she looks at you, Scarrick. Or perhaps
No.
some of your charm, Ozzy. She looks towards you, Ozzy.
Oh, I do have a lot of that to spare, but no thank you. No thank you, I'll pass. What?
Then
How?
I'll offer myself up, seeing as I got the question.
You see her blue eyes.
It's alright. I'll take it.
No, Scary, don't be stupid. It's the Styles'
Choose
fault.
who you wish. Who's taking it?
Styles has volunteered.
Are you
Okay.
happy to take it? Otherwise, I would have pushed forward.
Okay. Her eyes begin
Well,
to
we'll
glow.
flip a coin then.
Go on then.
Heads or tails?
Heads.
Oh, geez, one minute.
What happens if we just push past you?
Heads.
Heads.
So I go then.
Scarrick, as you step forward, her eyes glow, this blue radiance. It seems to glow almost like hot white, like the burning of the sun. You feel your eyes lock onto her. Your eyes turn this bright blue. And almost out your mouth in a wisp, this bright blue gas begins to come out, first a wisp and then a slight pour. In front of you, as the rest of you see, it forms into a crystal. The crystal then floats above her head. Your intelligence score is permanently decreased by 1.
You fucker.
Well, that's
Thought it
all
was
that
like
for them,
a memory or something that you're going to lose.
Perhaps you should try harder before there is nothing left to try with.
Or perhaps you just let us pass and we'll fuck you up.
You see her teeth turn to a snarl. I would like to see you try. And she rears back on her thingies. Ask a question.
What's black and white and red all over?
A newspaper.
Fuck off.
Choose
gotta
your
answer.
toll.
She's got to answer, not Paul.
She rolled an
That's
18.
incorrect.
That's the only
It's
riddle
not
I know.
newspaper.
Oh, isn't it? That's the one I know.
It's a zebra that's been shot.
It's a sunburned zebra. You got it wrong.
She got the roll, so she answers. Whatever you meant, she gets it. Choose your toll. Intelligence from 1 or lesser from 2. I'm hungry.
No one volunteering this time.
Perhaps I could volunteer, says Pike.
Come on, Pike. I'll take one for the team.
Let me see. Actually, Gearbox might.
I'm at the point now, just saying to the group, by the way, I ain't prepared to lose anything. I will fight this fucking bitch instead.
Perhaps I could try. I do not use my intelligence too much.
You should go a couple of times, Gearbox.
He sort of steps forward and her eyes lock onto him. His one giant eye. Again, a similar thing happens. His eye glows blue. And what you see this time, with him being a construct, pieces of his metal, like some cogs, bolts, sort of almost unscrew from him and form together into this mechanical orb, which then floats above her head. Listen, I like a fair game. Take your time with this question. I've got all day.
Well,
And she sort of walks back to the thing and lays
forgive
down.
us. Riddles and shit isn't really something we do on a day-to-day basis.
Then perhaps you are not worthy of the monastery.
So remind me again, we've got to ask her a question and she's got to get it wrong.
Yeah, if she gets it wrong, then
What's
at the
in front
moment
of
she's
you?
rolling to see if she gets less than an intelligence,
What
because
do
they're
I
sort
know
of
about
world-based
Sphinx?
questions. Make a history check. No.
Well, I think I'm a fucking +0 now because of
Arcana
that
check.
minus on intelligence.
11. 11.
Push.
It's tricky. You have heard of them. You know, normally they ask you a riddle and you have to answer a question. This is a bit of an abnormality in the lore that you've read and the stories that you've heard.
Are they like celestial or something? Are they like
Um,
how the fuck would they know how old Pat was?
Styles. They just have a ridiculous.
No, I thought you asked how old
Just
Pat
like
was,
a
not
real,
Styles.
real good insight.
She has a ridiculous
Good
wealth of
deduction.
knowledge with, and I think make a. Oh, you rolled an 11, didn't you?
Yeah.
You, having seen that this stone came from you, and you feel that something is missing from you. You find your brain hazy, and you see the other stones around her head. Perhaps these could be linked to the fact that she knows so much. She's obviously enhanced.
Now she knows something that you knew. We shouldn't ask questions. I've got a question there. What's in front of you and used to open very large doors?
You want me to roll or Google?
Roll. Keep it consistent.
You Google it, you'll find the answer.
Ooh. Let me just check.
What did you say, Pat? What was it?
What's in front of you and used to open very large doors?
In front of me and used to open doors. This one I like. This one is interesting. In front of me. Large doors. She begins to pace back and forth. This one is trying my knowledge. Let me dig deep. I do not think I know.
Ha!
And you see her face begin to smile. I do not think I know.
You've got a body of a woman, haven't you?
She's got the body of a cat and the face of a woman.
Mm.
I will have to say a key, but I don't think it's correct. Tell me the answer.
Knockers.
You see, she begins to laugh. She probably does have breasts, to be fair. You see, she begins to laugh. Very good. Very good indeed. Well, a deal is a deal. You see, she looks across to the other side. Her eyes glow a dimmer blue this time. And across the way, 150 so feet, you see a dark shape begin to float from the dock on the other side, moving towards. Well, your carriage awaits. I do hope you have fun at the monastery. And so very few people come back to see me. She sort of jumps down from the ledge and begins to just sort of curl up on the cliff edge. Well, it looks like you've done it. Bravo.
I feel thicker.
You
Picard
do
says,
look like you've gained some weight.
I'm sure nothing's changed. Let me know what Picard's voice is. Just Alex.
Just Alex, isn't it?
Just Alex.
Um,
So, a pulse of fire ignites something at the edge of the floating island, alongside its distant dock. Something detaches and begins to float smoothly towards you. And as it gets closer, doesn't take too long, you see it appears to be a flying platform, a skiff, and it's piloted by a hooded figure dressed in black.
I've seen him.
The dock arrives at your side, and it stops, waits for you to board. To give
Well,
you an idea.
Here we go, guys.
Yes, come, let's go.
all right.
Is that pie card or gearbox?
Gearbox. It'll always be gearbox. I won't do pie card. So if you look at the top of the map, you kind of get an idea of this figure. As you board, the hooded figure says nothing.
Is the hooded figure male or female?
He is cowled. His face is completely hidden in shadow and darkness. The form itself is slender, but with the robes and his attire, it's hard to tell.
Hey, how's it going?
As you all board, the skiff begins to glide, almost without you realizing, to the other side.
Do you get many passengers? You busy? What time do you finish?
Pie card. I think this captain's a woman. Look, a slender figure.
A woman on a ship. He says nothing to any of your advances.
Hello? Hello?
He slowly moves the stick, and the skiff floats across.
This place is fucking weird.
It is. It gives me the creeps. I don't know if this is a good idea.
Of course it's a good idea. Look at the technology. We're on a floating device.
Loads of things float.
Not on air, Ozzy.
Of course they do. Birds do.
You got me there. As you look across to the other side, you see a second hooded figure, a monk, stands beside the dock, awaiting for you to arrive. As the skiff banks on the other side, he doesn't lower his hood, but he does come and approach you. Congratulations on finding us. The Monastery of the Distressed Body remains ever open to new prospects. I am sure the Grand Master will find suitable uses for your bodies or your minds.
Oh, right.
May I take you to him now?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
What's it called?
There
The
are no bad feelings here.
Monastery
You have found us of
the
distressed bodies.
of distressed bodies.
That's correct. I assume you had come to find us. Most people that come are on a pilgrimage.
Oh yeah. We've come to meet Qualish. He's got some plans for us.
Perhaps Grandmaster could help you with that. I could take you to him now if you wish.
I'll just look towards Scarrick.
The voice, just make... Ozzy, you're probably the most perceptive. Just make a perception check.
Sorry, I wasn't quite ready. Natural 20. For 28.
It's, I can't do it. But there's something about his voice that's off. As a bard who's listened to people sing, who has obviously, you've listened to a lot of voices and you've heard different tones, different accents from traveling the coast. His voice sounds as if he has some form of deformity to his mouth. There is a rasp. There is a struggle to pronounce vowels. The only... Oh, Alex is here. Yay! The only thing you can really recall it to in your mind, since you rolled so high, was there was a... Hey, Alex.
Hey.
Yellow.
How's it going?
Going good.
Your character's still alive.
Just.
That is very good.
And I couldn't do his
There's been an
accent.
accident.
He gave away all
He's
his
now missing
stuff.
2 hands.
Yeah. Pal Wires came back. So I'll just update Alex to where we are. So you've come down from the side of the cliff. You've negotiated with a Sphinx to get crossing at the expense of Scarrick's intelligence for asking an incorrect question.
Nice.
And now you've just been sailed across on a floating platform to the other side, and a guy
woman.
in a black hood. Hard to tell because everyone's got hoods and monk stuff on. A guy has greeted you and said you're at the Monastery of the Distressed Body, and the Grand Master is waiting to meet you. He's asked if he can take you to him now.
Okay.
Ozzy has just picked up, for a perception check, that there's something off with his voice. And what I was going to say is the only person you can think who had a similar but not quite extensive sort of tone as this was someone who had a cleft lip.
Okay.
Is he? We can visibly see his mouth moving and talking.
You can't see his face at all. He's cowled. So the cowled hood, he has a large hood that comes and covers, which goes into a point, and then there is almost like a veil of dark material covering his entire face. So all you can see is blackness.
Okay.
You can see there is airflow and there is movement to this cowl, but you cannot see beyond it.
Can I cast Divine Sense?
Of course you can. Is it verbal?
Celestial
Just
fiend
remind me
of
of what you have to do to
as an
cast
action,
it.
you can detect good. It doesn't say anything about like. Any
It will
sort
say on the spell whether it's VS or M. Verbal
It
means
doesn't
you
have
got.
that next to it. It just says
I think it's like an innate
it's like
ability,
a
isn't
sense.
it?
It's a
Oh, is
sense.
it? It's just your spidey sense. Okay,
Yeah.
no problem. Okay. Let me just change.
Yeah, you can open your awareness to detect such forces.
Okay. You see, he is lawful evil.
Okay.
So as you finish this conversation, you detect this, Scarrick, and also you pick up on his voice. You see, strapped to his back and strapped as well, because you rolled so high in your perception, I mean, it's quite obvious to everyone, but he has like a hooked pole arm attached to his back and attached with a black rope across his front, but it's on his back, he's not holding it towards
You
you.
kind of like mumbling a little bit. Do you want to take your hood thing off?
Brothers here never reveal their faces. It is considered a
Scarrick, will you
sin.
stop rustling?
Oh,
Yeah, you
Stop
don't
eating those potato chips, Scarrick. Now is not the time.
unwrapping some lambus bread wrapped in tin foil. A brother of the monastery never reveals one's face. It is part of our traditions, which you will become accustomed to when you have joined us.
Kinky. Oh, wait, what?
How do you
I
shave?
assume
Whoa,
that's
whoa.
why you have come to the monastery.
I don't know, we're the Mr. Men, we're on a quest.
Yeah, we come to
I
find
see.
Qualish.
As I have said, the Grand Master will be able to help you with any of your needs. But
Is he
if you do not
Qualish?
wish to go now, feel free to wander the grounds. Perhaps while you're here, you can have a look around. There is no pressure here.
Oh, I don't know.
so
I don't know.
what would we have to do to join up?
How'd you join
A
cult?
monk gives his mind or body to
Hypothetically.
the monastery. And the monastery uses them to the advantage of the Grand Master, who
Ah.
looks after all his enlightened ones.
Whose side are you on?
In what context, brother?
The war.
War does not affect us here at the monastery. We are here to serve the Grand Master and his plan.
Yeah, but you know Ayus, right? He's pretty damn powerful. He's on his way to fuck all this land up. You gotta pick a side, man.
I have been at the monastery now 20 years. The outside world means very little to me.
20 years. You know, when we started this journey, this guy was not even anywhere near this fucking monastery. Sorry, we've had a bit of a time jump.
That is not a problem, brothers. You must be weary from the journey. Why not wander the grounds, and when you're ready, I will take you to the Grand Master.
What was you doing before you came here?
That is my past life. It is no use to me now, so I do not speak of it. When you
He's not
join
gonna
the
give us anything.
monastery, you lose the attachment of the material world. Nothing is quite face value.
Well, it's up to you, Scarrig and Gearbox, I guess. You want to go speak to this Grand Master dude? Or you want to have a look around?
No, we'll hang out and then I'll possibly come and see the Grand Master in a second. I'll
Very
come and
well,
find
brothers.
you. Thank you.
I will be tending my duties on the ground and welcoming new visitors.
Do you have like a brothel on site? Or bar?
No.
Okay. What
Do you have any ships?
No.
That guy just said nothing all day. The first thing that comes out of your mouth is ships.
Do you have a library?
The Grand Master will reveal more. I am too humble to go into detail.
I don't think he knows.
I don't think you know shit either. Can we speak to your manager, please?
I will take you to the Grand Master when you are ready.
Are we ready, guys?
I feel
mean-
ready.
I mean, I suppose that makes sense just to go see him, you know.
Well, I just kind of like pull Scarrig out of earshot a little bit and be like, we're here to find some plans, right? For the sword.
And I think the only way we're going to get anywhere close is to see this guy, and I don't have the best vibes of this guy, so they're probably like evil, but we kind of need to do what we can do to get the plans.
As you're sort of talking in the background, for the rest of you, you're just stood in this like hooded monk figure where you can't see his face and he's just standing completely still. He gives me the creeps.
I don't.
Pike,
I don't
Pike,
like this guy.
Did you like my riddle?
Yes, is the correct answer, Pike.
Yes. Very good.
Do you want me to remind you what it was?
Yes.
What's in front of you and used to open very large doors?
The answer's tits. It's boobs.
I don't think that's...
Knockers.
Oh,
It is. It is.
damn. I thought he was being foul.
It's actually tits.
Yes, that is very good.
Sky, I don't. This place gives me the creeps, but if this is what we gotta do, it's a
I think we have to.
greater good.
Aye.
Let's go see this Grand Master dude. Grand Master Flash.
Then follow me.
Oh, you were listening the whole time?
Begins-
Damn it!
No, it wasn't too. Okay, you come back and you say you want to go. You are only stood 2 feet away from me. You go back and you ask to see the Grand Master, and he says to follow him. He leads you from the dock, which is down here on the floating island, across paths. As you look around the monastery, everything is like monasteries and cathedrals and Greyhawk and all that kind of stuff. The grounds are ornately kept. There is fruit gardens. There is vibrant pools, sources of food. There is a green nature to the grounds. There is a similar thing here, except it is almost a hint of barren and blackness. The rock only holds very dry, sort of grey grasses. They are growing food, but the food, some of it looks withered and decayed. And where we'd normally see fruit trees, the trees are withered and struggling to struggling to grow. But you do see other monks as you walk, all hooded, cowled. You never see a face. And they are tending to the grounds or walking in lines. Would anybody like to make a check on the way, or are you just heading straight there?
Oh, he's not leading us.
Yeah, he's leading you, so he's following in a straight line. So you're coming from the dock, and he's heading towards the large, almost like black obsidian spire that juts up into the open sky.
I'll do a cheeky little check.
Okay.
Little perception.
Yeah, I'll scan with my
21.
So
21. Okay. And Styles?
26.
26, okay. I'd imagine lagging behind in the group with Ozzy, Scarrick, and Gearbox up front following the monk who greeted you to the island. You take a bit more time to look around. You see the usual things of the monks, but as you come past some of the more rockier outcrops, Styles, you notice graffiti scratched into the walls in Thieves' Camp. The tone is distressed and somber. There are phrases such as "Let me leave," "When will this end?" You see the Thieves' Cant symbol for "not safe." And there's quite an excessive amount of Thieves' Cant in the graffiti. Master Pie card. You see as you come past some of these buildings, each one sticks out like a metallic crystal from the ground in an odd, almost like metal rock constitute. Each one has wires that seem to go into the ground, and as you look around, you can almost follow these wires. They lead back past the large pinnacle that you're going to, and they seem to lead behind the mountain behind to somewhere beyond. There's a final thing that I'd say you notice, Styles, with your perception being slightly higher. As you're peering at the graffiti, in one of the darker corners of one of the rocks, some distance away, you see what can only be described as bats of some kind. They're quite hard to make out, and they flutter from dark area to dark area. A small swarm, but they move slightly different to bats that you've seen before. Follow me, brothers. We are nearly there.
And I point out the graffiti to Ozzy and kind of give him a rundown of this is this graffiti. It's not looking good. It's not the normal slagging off of other people's genitals. It's quite scary.
Yeah, well, I mean, it fits. This place gives me the fucking creeps. I don't think you need
and there's
graffiti to tell you that.
I point into look. There's movement. There's birds swirling or bats even.
Do I recognize what they are after he points them out?
You've got Ellie round your neck. You want to send her out, or you can make a.
I feel like she'd be too scared to.
Perception check. That's fine. Vibing off yours.
Natural 20 again.
Jesus.
That's a different dice as well. 28.
Jesus Christ. You look across to these creatures. It's hard to describe. They're not bats. They don't seem to be animals. The thing you see can't be true. They appear to be faces. Faces that are contorting and moving almost in the wind, but with a more controlled movement, like they are sentient.
What do you see, Ozzy?
They flitter back into darkness before you can really put your finger on it, but this is what you see. The color is dark brown like leather. You could see why they could be mistaken for bats.
Well, that can't be right. They look like faces flapping about. Oh my god. So the guy's voice is all weird. Do you think they've all like lost their faces and that's why they've got the hoods?
We are nearly there, gentlemen.
Do you have a face?
Stop listening to our conversation.
He's saying this up the front, so this is to like Scarrick and stuff.
I would shout over, "Hey mister, do you have a face? Or is it flapping around over there?"
He stops walking. The Grand Master will be able to answer all questions you have.
You didn't say no? You didn't say yes?
Follow me. As you approach the spire, a massive pair of cathedral doors await you. These are wood, but they're deep black, almost a purpley hue to them. They are huge, and you see him push them open into a large chamber. The massive pair of cathedral doors open into a long nave. Rows of balconies line the walls, occupied by a couple dozen hooded monks, seemingly come to watch the audience about to take place. At the far end of the nave, a throne resembles a twisted metal captain's chair, rising from a metallic dais, backed by an ornate arch. You assume, sitting on the chair is the Grand Master, the distressed body. You see he is not human. He is made of bone but not skeletal. His bone almost forms facial features and large spikes. Behind him a huge bony tail whips back and forth. Flanking him on either side are two large bodyguards, one dressed in red, the other in blue.
Sub-Zero.
The Grand Master wears a patchwork leather robe and a gleaming crown. He carries a scepter set with odd crystals, bumps and metal flanges in one hand, and the other, the devil taps the arm of the throne. As you enter the room, the Grand Master looks across, his attention caught.
As I noticed that he's wearing a crown, I hastily put a crown on my head as well.
As
what were you going to say,
the
Styles?
doors, I point out if there's any knockers on the doors. See, I told you.
Ah, yes, very clever.
The monk continues to walk up the aisle, his stature now almost hunched over, his head lowered, walking head bowed, and you see the rest of the monks bow their heads. You notice some of the monks do look slightly different. They have large chains around their necks.
Scarrick,
Come.
I sure hope you know what you're doing.
Are you following him in?
I don't really, but we've always winged it before.
This feels very, very bad.
Gearbox tails the monk. This place is truly fascinating. And where was all this technology found? And I'm sure I can see wires and electrodes and gadgets. Maybe we could spend some more time looking at the bits. The monk just walks in front, not listening.
These are the kind of people that are in league with Ives, not against him.
He leads you up.
They beat us to it in the last 30 years.
He leads you to around 20 feet in front of this altar, which glows with ominous crystals. And he ushers for you to line up in front. Come. The Grand Master will answer all your questions. Do you follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
As you line up in front, the Grandmaster's gaze just eyeing you. These two bodyguards next to him, just standing. You see now you're up close. Each holds a huge sword, both slightly different in nature but ornately decorated. The monk who came with you comes up to the stairs, lowering himself and crawling up the stairs at the feet of the Master. Oh, great one, I have brought new friends for the monastery. New monks, people to serve under us.
Hmm.
You see the Grandmaster's gaze looks over you all and then turns to the monk. You fool. You dare to bring people before me with weaponry in this sacred place. Have you not learned anything of our order?
Packard decides to butt in. Says, "Oh, excuse me.
Do not speak.
No, I think
I'm
there's been
not
a misunderstanding. I
talking to you.
just heard your chap say we were monks. I think he's misunderstood. We never actually said anything about being monks. What are we doing here, chaps?"
We just kind of have questions to ask.
As you talk, you see him sort of lean into is the blue monk. You see him whisper into his ear. With that, the monk steps forward, raising his sword above his head. He brings it down into the back of the monk. As it hits, you hear the monk cry out in pain. His body rolls down the stairs towards you, and you can see where the sword has slashed across his back and caught the side. And before your eyes, where the blade is cut, his skin begins to turn. You can see his skin is already grey, but it changes texture. You see as his arms go up in pain, one to his side and the other in the air as he falls down the stairs, they freeze in position. After a short time, his entire body turns to stone. The guard steps back next to the Bone Devil. I apologize for that. We have rules here. Please, guests, I welcome you. We get few supplicants here of your obvious experience and skill. You shall do well in service here at the monastery. But will that service be strength or mind?
Oh, well, unfortunately, Scarrick has already lost a little bit of his intelligence today, so he has got nothing to spare. We're just looking for Qualish. That's all, just passing through, not looking to become monks or anything or lose our faces.
Qualish. It's been a long time since I have heard that name. I'm afraid you're looking in the wrong place. It is I who ran Qualish out of this land and took it over for my cause.
We'll be off then. But thank you.
That's unfortunate.
Well, don't you want to know where he went?
Yeah. Just write it down and we'll go.
Oh, of course I know. I have his documents. I have his notes. I have his journal.
Oh, I don't suppose
we could. Gearbox perks up. It was the journal that Anaxi's after.
Oh, could we have that? Could we just borrow that journal? Just take some notes.
Yeah. You see him sort of sit back in his chair. One of his claws comes to his chin as he raises his claw from this cloak, which now you look at it, you can see is made up of faces sewn together.
Oh, great.
Each of his claws has a large metallic silver shard attached to it, which stretches out from his hand. It looks razor sharp even from this distance. And where his hand meets his wrist, there are large bangles, which just appear odd. Well, of course you can view it. Of course, I can give you the information you need. There is, of course, a modest fee. A
Thought it would be.
offering to the monastery.
Gold? You like gold? We got lots of gold.
Yeah, we've got some gold. Well,
We
more than
have no use for
Scarrick, but we have gold.
here. I will tell you my price. It is simply all of your magic items and 1 year's service from either the strongest or the most intelligent of your party.
Do you haggle?
I don't think we'll be doing that, sorry.
I'm afraid you don't have a choice.
What do you know of Dragon's
Are we,
Temper?
are we being mugged? I feel like we're being mugged.
I feel
I'm
we're being
sure.
hustled, yeah.
Anything such as Dragon's Temper could be found in a journal by an avid adventurer.
I mean, it's a tempting offer. It's a tempting offer. I got a question for you. Do you are you in leagues with IUs? Because there might be a conflict of interest with myself if that's the case.
I pity the person who follows fake gods. The only deity you need is me. I understand you do not want my help. Therefore, I will give you a second option. You will give me a year's service to honor the monastery, and after which you will be free to leave.
What is it you do here? What are we doing in this year's service?
The work is simple. Either give me your body to run our great island, to feed the engines, to mine the materials we need to survive. Or perhaps some of you would give me your mind to fuel our intelligent creations. As I said, after a year you will be free to go. Who wishes to serve me? One or all?
Paul, would you just let us skip that to the next at the end of the year, or would you actually expect us to do a couple of sessions of running it out? Just
It's
so
a
we've got all
year,
the
it's a
facts
year-long
to make this
campaign.
choice.
One whole year.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
real
I'd be
time.
up for a switch up and do a bit of servitude for our.
So it's session 60, and we're mining again for 24 hours.
If you want to roll, remember
Yep.
you've got a +2 because you're next to me. So.
We'll just sit for the next 12 hours. He sits back in his chair. You look around. There are the monks that you've seen, like the one who guided you, and other monks that appear to lead the pack.
You know, he said that he's got the journal. Does it? Did he show it to us? Does it look like he has it on him, or that he just has it
Did
in
you
his?
lose all your intelligence? Oh no, it's me.
Oh wait.
Hang on, everyone's lagging.
Oh, everyone just.
Is it lagging for everyone?
It's lacking
Yeah,
for
like
me.
Okay,
Hello.
let's just get back on track. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you. You sound like a robot there.
5, 4,
Robots.
3, 2, 1.
Around
we
the
disconnect,
world,
reconnect?
around the world, around the world.
Now it's definitely going to get demonetized.
It's gone real bad.
Should we try out and lock it back
Oh,
in?
look up and come
Yeah,
here.
go on then.
Jesus, what an entrance.
You dirty bastard. I think I'm back.
Yeah,
Everyone's
Yeah, I think.
all right.
Well,
yeah,
alright.
sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Could not compute. Just cut that in
I
post.
don't
really
know.
cut.
I don't know what happened, but I was asking. I asked a question.
Yeah, you said you were saying about the journal, so continue
Yeah,
asking the question.
did he say when he said he's got the journal? Did he show it? Does he have it on his person, or does he just imply that he has it somewhere?
Oh no,
here?
he just said he has it. He didn't. He hasn't. He's been sat in this chair almost
Okay.
thing in yet. He hasn't said it. He hasn't shown you it.
Do we? If we decide not to go ahead with your very lucrative offer, we could just go.
After a year's service
No.
to the monastery, of course. You'll be free to leave.
That's obligatory at this point, is it?
Yes. You have come to the monastery, and
right.
you will pay with your time.
Could we just
Well,
maybe
what's
have
that?
Could we just
Yeah,
have a
there's
bit
no,
of
like,
time to
what?
think about it? Maybe just have a wander. You could just show us our digs and just we'll just think about it.
Is there health benefits? Is like any
Do we have a pension?
reward scheme?
You will be well looked after here.
Oh,
Look
I bet.
around you. This is a brotherhood.
Are there any women?
No.
Oh, fuck.
A
What's
year
us
or
down?
a year without women. I think this. I think this
All
might be the
who
situation
come
of
to the
graffiti with
monastery are
wine and-
welcome.
wine and stuff.
Your
I
option is simple. Give me one of your party to serve, and I will give you what you want, what you seek. Or you will all honor me.
But if we give you one, how
This
long do they have to
gearbox
serve
wanted
for?
to stay behind for a wee bit.
A simple year.
Yes, well,
From
I've
either
heard
the strongest or most intelligent.
Gearbox is pretty smart, I hear.
Yeah,
I'm afraid I am not.
I'm
Don't
not
be
that
modest,
clever.
Gearbox.
And I can't even tell the time anymore.
That.
But I would like to see the technology here.
Well, there you go. We nominate Gearbox.
I'm afraid he is not to my standards. He does not seem to even have a brain.
I've been saying that this whole time. No one believes me.
I do sometimes say brains are overrated.
Shut up, Gearbox. You useless.
Listen, the decision is simple. Take some time here to make it and then be done. If not, then you have come and wasted my time, and you will go the path of the one down there. He points to the stone corpse on the ground. You see, the shoulders of the two bodyguards flex.
Listen, I didn't want to do this, but you're kind of messing with the wrong guys, you really don't want to fuck with us, and I know you've got your ways, and you think, oh, I'm a big scary god and all that, but I know a really, actually big scary god, and
He stands
you
to
don't
his
wanna
full
fuck with
height.
him.
Brothers, should they join us? There is this resounding, join us, join us, join us from the monks as they sort of stand and they begin to bang their paws on the ground. Join us. The crowd have spoken. You will all join us for a year's service. Please follow my assistance. We don't want to hurt you.
Oh, yeah, cool. Okay. I'm gonna
Yep.
cast.
Yeah, I was about to do something.
I'm gonna
as well,
cast
so-
Charm Monster on him.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh, suits you, sir.
He needs to make a Wisdom save.
Okay. Okay. He makes a wisdom save of 18.
Yeah, well, he passed
And he can feel it happen.
Oh.
that.
How's it going in?
Oh,
I would assume so. Yeah.
Enough of your trickery.
That's
Take
fine.
them to the leatherworks.
We'll go with the leather chaps. Off we go, fellas.
With that, the two bodyguards move forward.
Do we not want to do anything, guys?
I sort of whisper and I say, we'll just get these two alone in a corridor. And
Yeah,
we'll,
yeah, yeah, it's
we'll
by that
bonk 'em.
time.
Some of the
that's
other monks come
We
forward.
don't want to do this in a room full of them.
Hey, I've got this on the... Okay.
Yes, we're coming along willingly. Show me my leathers. Can't wait to get in my leathers.
So you begin to follow the monks.
Hmm.
6 monks flank you with the pole arms drawn as you follow in the middle. 2 bodyguards see you to the entrance and then stay there. The 6 monks come with you. They lead you. I'll just put you back on the main map so you know where you're going. They lead you from the central monastery to one of the smaller pyramids that jut from the grounds. It is number 7. They lead you along the front and up to one of the cliff tops that juts from the thingy, past one of the raised buildings that seems to have doors leading into it, to this one at the edge of the cliff. Entering here, you can see a lot of this has fallen into ruin. There is only really one space that they use in here. After coming through a sliding door into a narrow corridor, you enter a chamber. Let me just get these in.
So many bugs.
Manx. So we'll imagine that 2 are behind you. Probably 4 are behind you. So you don't run away. I'll drag you onto the map and you can decide.
Perfectly
what
willing, lads. You don't have to come with us. That's fine. We
The
know the way.
Grandmaster has spoken. We will take you to the leatherworks now for your induction.
I
Is
think
this
he
when you
means
cover the
face
health benefits?
removal.
It better not be a shitty video to watch.
It's a timeshare video.
Yeah, pyramid scheme. You will go to your own floating island and make your own monastery of the distressed body. Charge people entry. As you come into the room, there is an acrid smell. An acrid smell of... It's hard to put your finger on it. Something that averts the senses, and then there is the all too familiar smell of congealed blood. Blood that is old, blood that is
Smell that a lot.
stale. As you enter the chamber, it resembles a horrid combination of a tanner's, an alchemist's, and a butcher's. Knives and other implements lie scattered about, razor sharp and streaked with blood and gore. Bottles and canisters of preserving chemicals are heaped up on the tables and shelves, many of them leaking or spilled. Barrels of identifiable by their sharp smell and powerful tanning acids stand open against the walls beneath rows of hanging chains. A limp, leather-clad figure is held against the wall beneath the chains, and another figure lies strapped to a table, showing no signs yet of injury, but surrounded by a group of monks that appear to be preparing for some horrid ceremony. Hanging around the walls and the tables are a series of grotesque masks. As they lead you into the room, they take you to the back, and ushering you over here, they take each of you and prepare to chain you up. What do you wish to do? You will wait here for
I don't
processing.
think that's necessary.
Oh, it's fine. We'll just chill. We don't need those.
It is part of the process. One of them sort of jabs you with his pole.
Don't do that. You know when we was led down here, was we completely like surrounded?
Yeah,
As we
they've
was being
sort of
escorted.
they've boxed formationed
Okay,
you
yeah,
with
yeah,
the 6 monks. And I assume if you're walking normally, they've just surrounded you and just continue to sort of move.
Is there like a leader?
There appear to be two, the ones with the different masks. They appear to be ushering the others in what to do. And you do notice their pole arms look different.
Could you do me a favor? Just describe the setup again as to how they want to contain us.
They are looking at along this back wall here.
Mm.
There are chains hanging from the wall, and you can
Right.
see. We'll say this person at the bottom is currently chained up and being moved across to the table with the chains. They are looking to manacle your arms to the wall.
Did you say there's like two that sort of like seem to appear to be the leaders?
Yeah, so these two with the sort of slightly gold mask, they are the ones sort of pushing you forward, whereas the others just have their pole arms out.
Okay, I would just like let them do what they're gonna do because it doesn't bother me.
Okay.
Packet says, "Strap me up first. I'm ready to go first."
Yeah, your
Fine,
arm's
over
fine.
here.
Just don't tell them.
And he takes you to the wall, and taking your two arms above your head, he
Yeah.
manacles you to the wall.
I
You
guess
next.
I guess
I
that'd be
don't
me.
think
That's
so,
fine.
laddie.
Someone comes in.
It's okay, Scar. Don't worry. We gotta play the game.
I'm really not happy about this.
None of us
The
are,
others
but
push
it'll
you,
be fine.
Styles.
That again.
Do you wish to be chained up?
Not really, but I kind of trust Ozzy, I think.
Come.
Yeah, if they're looking really reassuring, I'll kind of resist until that, but then, yeah. They haven't tried to take my weapons yet, have they?
I mean, they chain you up first, and then I'd imagine they will take your weapons after. Alright, I'm not sure if these are on the right layer. As they're in the process of chaining you up, so you're allowing them to chain you up, Scarrick, sorry.
Yeah, reluctantly.
So now all your arms are manacled above your heads, and you see they sort of take the keys, passing them to this chap over here who's at the table with the saw. They take gearbox and they throw him into one of these like holes in the ground,
Oh,
since they're not sure which of his limbs to sort of chain. You will be processed in due time. Welcome to the Brotherhood.
yeah.
Like as you're leaving, one of the monks, as they're leaving, sorry, one of the monks comes across and says, "It hurts, but you get used to it."
Yeah, it's kind of like anal.
And the others that escorted you here leave.
Well, I hope one of you's got a plan, because I am not having something flayed from my body.
Don't
Well,
worry.
Ozzy had a plan. I'm sure he's confident.
Yeah. I've always got a plan. You see, the thing is, if we're gonna do something, you gotta wait for them all to leave, like they just have, and then it's easy pickings.
As you say that, there is a scream as the person to the south of you, you see them take a knife and begin to slowly peel her face.
Oh fuck.
Their
hell.
face. It's a man.
Oh, I've changed
peel
my mind.
their face away
horrible.
from the skin. They are shackled to the table and writhing in pain. As one of them makes the cuts, the other one is humming a like slow melodic chant, which is hard to pick up over the screams.
Lovely.
All
Did you
right,
say
I'm-
that he
I'm pulling
given?
out.
Did he give the keys to? Which one did he give the keys to?
He gave the keys to this guy over here near the tanning vat.
So I'm gonna try and use Mage Hand to pull the keys from him.
Okay. I think I accidentally didn't put him over. Is your mage hand invisible or is it visible? I can't remember.
Mine's visible, I think. I don't think any of us have got invisible Mage Hand.
Not yet.
I don't have it yet.
Okay, how
do you
wanna...
have Mage Hand Ledger? Is it Ledger? Styles?
Yeah, but I don't think it won't be invisible, will it?
I think that's what Mage Hand Ledger is.
Yeah, there's one version of Mage Hand which is
just-
the invisible. Just regular.
Just normal one.
Just straight old Mage Hand.
I'll do it then.
How are you doing it? Are you making it go across the floor? Are you making it go into the ceiling? The ceiling here, I'd say, is like vaulted. Where some of these pyramid buildings sort of go up, you can see the walls go up a certain amount and then peak into a point.
Well, if my hands are chained like this, then yeah, I would like, in my head it kind of like comes out of your own hand, so it would like, I would just shoot it up against the wall and like move it along the.
Okay.
Well,
While
can I
he's
just-
doing this,
can I just
I'm going to.
not make it
Go on.
appear where I want it to appear.
Can you make it appear where you want? I'm
Yeah,
not
just
sure.
hang on. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah,
I
double check
thought
that.
you could.
Mage Hand. there we go.
While he's looking at that,
Oh yeah, it appears at a point where I choose, so I would just appear like
Okay.
where the keys are.
to keep
Okay, so you can
attention
see-
focused on me, I'm going to start yelling like, "Right, I'm ready for my new face, boys. Come on, shackle me up."
See, the leader comes across to you. So actually, before you cast Mage Hand, he moves across, and you can see the things a bit closer. He takes the palm of his hand and smacks you across the face for.
Oh,
I mean, I presume you can't really dodge it because you're chained up.
presumably not.
2 damage as he
Ooh.
sort of open palm slaps you. Enough.
Yeah, but he could have got a natural 1 and fall on the floor.
Oh,
He could have slipped
Do
on
not
a
make me
banana.
damage your precious face.
just a quick point. Did you say it's this one that has it?
No, it's the one who's come towards you now. So
Oh well, then I will do it then because it can only go up to 30 feet, so I'd have to do it as he's got a bit closer, which is yeah.
It's a good
he's
thing I
next
shot
to you,
him.
so you can do
Right
it.
there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but before I said
Originally,
I
he
was
wanted
doing-
it across the room, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
too far.
So as he comes over and slaps
Oh,
my
yeah,
card, that's
okay.
my cue to like
That's when you
pick
yeah,
it.
Yeah. Okay. So make a. I guess it'll be sleight of hand check versus his perception to see wherever he
Yeah.
notices. Oh, it's not bad.
Well, mine's not a great roll, but I got high. It's 17. It's 10 plus 7.
It ain't that good. As you time it so that as he makes contact with Picard's face, you chink the keys off. They're now dangling in the air next
They
to him.
just shoot up in the air behind him.
Okay,
I say you slap like my sister,
enough.
who is currently dead.
It's the last slap that face will be getting. He moves back, and you see he comes to this table over here. The monks on this table have now finished their work, and they lift a blooded face up to him.
Oh, lovely.
Um,
I immediately I bring it over to my hands and immediately start picking, like unlocking my
Unlocking.
lock.
Easy enough to do. With the keys, you managed to unlock yours.
I'll just in this whole time I'll just keep holding my hands there, and I'll just like move it to each lock in turn. Everyone else.
As he lifts the face from the monks and says a whispered prayer, he moves across to the vat of tanning oil, and grasping it in a pair of metal tongs, he dips it in. You instantly get the smell of burnt flesh mixed with another flare of this acrid, acidic smell. You all now have your hands free. These two have moved to the face of this person, and they begin to sort of wrap it in bandages. The screams have turned to a low moan as these two begin to chant over the other person.
Could probably make a move.
Yeah, I'm just looking at what I get.
Should we try? Just out of the box. If it is, can you push with the mage hand?
No.
Can you flick?
Oh, can you? Because I want to
Can
push
I-
him.
there's a
in.
little
They've
bit
used
of
it to
force
pick
in
up a
there.
bucket and
'Cause
stuff
I was-
before, haven't they? I think.
Yeah, so I'm like,
Yeah, you can use it to manipulate
Ozzy,
an
do you wanna
object,
team up with
open
our
and
mage
unlock a
hand?
door.
Push him in the vat.
Grab him by the
I
ankles.
think he's out of range.
Yeah.
Is
15,
it?
20, 25, 30. Yeah, you'd have to step forward to here to be in
Well,
range.
we
It's
could step
just
forward
out.
just quickly. Do it
Surprise.
as we move. Do you want to try it, Ozzy? Is it a vat like? Is that thing above? Or can he fall into this vat?
I'd say yeah. The thing's just part of the scenery. It's not a cage lowered in. It's like an open vat. I'd say he could definitely at least put his hands or something in, which would be bad.
Well,
So
say
they couldn't
it's-
fall in to
so
like something.
all three of
It
us
depends how hard you shove him.
using mage hand to shove it.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
imagining.
rushing forward.
If you all get a hit off Mage End, I'll say he's going to fall in. Just like a buff, buff, buff.
Yeah.
Alright,
Triple threat.
so on 3 then we'll all run forward and then just all use mage hand to like.
While
push
you
him
do
in.
that, I'll grab this fella.
Alright then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, is that the plan then, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Forward, mage hand. Go, 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 go.
SEAL Team 6. Go, go, go.
Yeah.
Preacher move.
In that
Inflict
case.
wounds.
No, I'm still in misery.
Okay. So charging forward and launching your mage hands out of your hand, almost like a Dragon Ball Z moment. You blast across. I need you. I guess we'll make attack rolls.
Strength checks.
Yeah, strength checks. Yeah,
Against his strength.
Strength versus his strength. That is the right one. Yes.
Do we all roll, or do we like one of us roll with advantage? Or
I'd say
something?
all 3 of you roll, and then we'll get the severity of the severity.
I'm
things,
gonna
'cause
use
you're
a
each
luck.
doing a different thing.
Oh yeah. Mine's a 3. I have a -1 on strength.
11.
And 19.
Ooh, meets it, beats it for Scarrick. He rolled really good. He had +0 as well. As your 2 mage hands catch him in the back, they push, but he just gets pushed into the side. It's quite a high barrel that you're sort of working over. He just like peers left and right as if someone's just given him a light shove. Scarrick, your third one sort of comes behind like a bulldozer, pushing him into the back. A shove moves him 5 feet, so he falls forward into the vat. I will say this is a very dangerous setback. So,
I'm not. I mean, you're the DM, so it's a 2, but I'm not sure that mage hand can shove people. I thought you was only doing it because all 3 of them were doing it at the same time.
Well, what's it say in Mage Hand? Can you shove or not?
It says you can manipulate objects and stuff.
Object.
It can't
Object.
carry
Object.
something more than 10 pounds.
Okay. In that case, then we'll go for a lighter thing. So, because all 3 haven't impacted, with the tongs, his hands go into the vat, which is enough that a mage hand would be able to do rather than him.
Okay.
So that is, we'll take it down from dangerous to setback. So it's still. I mean, he's playing with acid.
What a fool.
He screams in pain as the mage hands make him lose balance and concentration, and yours sort of being the final thing, almost pull him in. His hands that hold the tongs and the face slip forward into the tanning acid. You see the acid splash up to his forearms, and just instantly he screams out in pain as he takes 21 acid damage. With that, Picard, are you grappling that guy?
No, I'm gonna inflict wounds like
Okay,
on the
do
back of
that,
his
and
head.
then it will be initiative.
Okay. What level shall we do? Let's go for a small inflict wounds. Does 24 hit?
Yeah,
Cool.
they're monks.
29 damage.
Yeah.
That's near maximum damage. That was
Okay,
brilliant.
it basically evaporates me. What do you want to do to him?
I'm gonna. So I run up, grab him by the head, and I sort of like pull him down by the head as his
Yep.
as his spine sort of rots away and crumbles. You know, like when you're like crushing a cardboard box. I basically treat him like an accordion, and I sort of like
Fold him up.
fold him up
Nice.
hard.
Ooh, nothing like a good hard fold.
Yeah.
All right, roll for initiative. 15.
11.
12.
12 for
14.
Picard.
2.
14. What? Sorry. Styles, yours was 14, wasn't it? Ozzy, what was yours?
11.
11 and 2 for Scarrick. Scarrick. Okay. Reacting to the situation, you see he's dead. The monk on the opposite side of the table just grabs his knife, ushering it towards you for a second, but then realizing the power, he drops it and reaches under the table and picks up his hooked polearm. With this in his
Pulls
hands.
out a shotgun.
Yeah. With this in his hands, he sort of runs around the table and lunges towards you with it. So, oh Jesus! It's a 5 to hit.
Oof. That's a
That
miss,
dice is going to
unfortunately.
the jam. Yep, thought it might be. He lunges at you with a polearm, and you see as you dodge out the way, this thing, the way the blade is designed, if it does make contact, there's a chance that it could tangle you up a little bit. So it's wary to stay out of reach. The other monk, seeing what's happening, charges towards you guys. And one against you, Styles, is 6, 9 to hit. Which is crap. And oh, here we go. 16, 19 to hit. I guess he'd probably be going for you, Scarrick, because you're closest.
Nah.
Bastard. They'll lunge at you as you sort of duck out the way.
Where, to be fair, though, is my shield? Where's my shield?
We don't have our weapons on us right now, do we?
They didn't take the weapons off you yet. They
didn't,
were going to
because they
strip them
didn't
down
say
from
they
the
had.
thingy. Yeah, I hadn't
Foolish.
said you'd been stripped. The process would be to chain you up and then strip you of your belongings before you had been flayed.
I stripped myself.
No. Miss.
No one asked.
Okay. In that case, it is the leader with his crippled hands. Mommy.
Take my strong hand.
Can he do any of these? So,
That's-
since he's got crippled hands, do you think he can still do semantic magic?
Is
Probably.
that hand gestures? I
Hand
take it. It's
gestures.
not just like direction.
It's normally
it's
like
you'd have to
drawing
go-
in the air and like.
Yeah. No. That's why I took the
Yeah.
hand. That's why I took the hand.
Okay. Now we know. You see him look towards you three. In fact, looking around the room, he looks towards you, Picard. And I need you to make a wisdom save, please.
Nat 20 for 27.
You bastard.
I'm rolling absolute fire. It's incredible.
You see him shout across, "Bow to me."
Where's your dice cam gone?
I know. I'm digital dice at the moment.
Now we know. You see him shout across, "Bow to me," and you feel like the beginnings of your head moving towards the floor, but then you just shake it off. His command fails.
Say no.
With that, he begins to run. 5, 10, where was he there? 5, 10, 20, 25.
Don't let
and
him get
runs
out of
through the
here.
door. Styles, shoot.
I really deal with the guy in front of me, can't I? I'm just gonna.
I thought Styles. Hang on. What order is it?
Styles, Picard, Aussie, Scarrick. Styles rolled 14. Picard 12, Aussie 11, and Scarrick 2.
Sorry.
I'm gonna just draw my rapier and thrust at the one in front of me.
Quit playing with me, son.
Oh, what? 13.
Yeah, they're in the old level armor. Roll for damage.
7.
7.
Yeah.
You going for the one next to the table?
They're the one right in front of me.
Okay.
One that
to
attacks
the
me.
south. Yeah.
Yeah.
You manage to maneuver your rapier up and over his pole arm, sort of dodging the blade, and then slicing across his cowl. You see the base of it falls away. Underneath, you reveal an aged, flayed skull. You can see parts of where the bone has come back out under the muscles, but he has no lips. You can just see these crooked and almost like weathered teeth. He's pretty injured. You've managed to slice him as you've cut through. He's looking bloodied. Is that you, Styles? Maybe you next, Picard. Picard, you're up. And then you, Aussie.
Right, I'm gonna disengage a bonus action.
Only if you're a rogue, I think.
Yeah, it's an action to disengage with yours.
Is a rapier a light weapon? A light melee weapon?
Yeah, I think so.
It's a finesse weapon? Is that different?
Might be different.
Can I use my
what's-
bonus action to stab him then with one of my daggers? As a two-handed
Can you
fighting?
make? Can
Yeah,
you
I
do
think-
that as a bonus action?
I think you can do two-handed
Yeah.
fighting.
Sounds
That's what it
roguey.
says in your sheet. Do it while Picard works out if he wants to disengage as an action or
Yeah,
not.
when you take an attacking action with a light melee weapon that you're holding in one hand, you can use your bonus action to attack with a different light melee weapon. So I thrust up with my dagger and get 24,
That hits.
and it didn't do a massive amount of damage, but 6 damage.
Yeah, finesse is the type of weapon that can also be light. Just checking you can do it. Yeah, you slice him, catching him with a rapier, and then taking your dagger with your offhand. You come up and jab him in the side, twisting it, and you hear like a death rattle come out of this this mutilated jaw as he falls to the ground.
Nice.
Picard.
If I move away from this fellow, he's going to get an opportunity attack on me, correct?
He will, yes.
I'm going to risk it for a biscuit. So I'm going to move there first if he wants to do an off
Okay.
attack.
It's 15, 18 to hit.
That hits.
So before you move,
Don't you fucking tag me.
first thing he does is bloody hell, 1 on a d6, 2 piercing damage. But I need you to make. Oh no, you just grappled. So as you turn and try to move away, he stabs the hook into your back, not causing too much damage, but managing to tangle up in your clothes and freeze you where you are.
Damn.
Your speed becomes 0.
But I still get my action.
Oop,
Yeah.
No, because you use your action to disengage.
No.
I didn't.
Oh no, you just
disengage.
moved, didn't you? You
I
didn't
just moved,
disengage.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so you still
Yeah.
get your action. Yeah, my bad.
Alright, then
You
I'm
used
going to
movement, didn't you?
fire. What level? I'm going to
I know
fire.
when.
I'm going to fire a ray of sickness at chap who's running.
Okay, yeah.
Not enough. We'll do this one. I rolled in that one.
Ooh, it's a bad miss.
Oh.
Yeah, and that one does nothing. I'd say it almost like blasts into the door, shattering some of the door hinges and making it slightly more obscured to get another shot.
Rats. It was an expensive one as well. Right, well, that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Really biffed it.
Ozzy,
Okay.
you've seen Picard blast a ray of sickness
Can I
towards
just
the door
ask?
and just shatter the
This is
wood.
a bit of a random thing, but I'm just trying to remember. Does one of us has like a revivify thing, right? Scroll.
A spell scroll.
Yeah.
I seem to remember you trying to take the diamond from the pleasure cruise.
So Picard does have a diamond on him, and he can cast Revivify.
Yeah. That's...
But he won't.
No, but I was just.
Maybe
hates
it's for
life.
occasions.
So I was just looking at some spells randomly, and I was just like, I'm sure one of us can do that. Like, as a
Someone's
last resort.
got like an amulet of they can't die or something.
Yeah,
I've got
Styles
an
has
amulet
the
of- yeah,
amulet
yeah.
of something
Wound
Yeah,
closure.
that helps him. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast hold person on this one trying to escape.
Okay.
He needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay. It's not charmed or frightened. Ooh, it's good. 14.
He fails.
Damn it.
So he's paralyzed for 1 minute.
You see him just like freeze in place as he's beginning to flee. His hands like up in front of him.
And I'm
Still
going to
sizzling.
charge over to him. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
And obviously I do run past that guy, but he's already used his reaction on Picard, hasn't
But the guy in front of you hasn't, which is still within 5 feet for us. Let's see.
he? I suppose so,
Oh,
yeah.
come on, baby. He's rolled a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that
Get
hits.
back, you bastard. For
That's Carrick, block it.
Wait, so did this happen when he was...
so yeah, Ozzy was here. He's just made an attack against Ozzy for 7 damage and a grapple. If you can block it, then Ozzy can go. But
Well,
Do it.
I just block the damage. I can just roll against the damage, can't I?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, I mean, that helps.
If it's hit, then yeah, that's all I do. I just put my shield up and block a certain amount.
I guess that would stop the grapple happening in this case because the grapple
Yeah,
happens
in
because
theory,
it goes into you.
if Scarrick has negated the damage, then that means the weapon has not hit.
If it
Yeah,
negates
that's
all
what
the
it's-
damage.
Yeah,
then,
so it's, the damage is 7. If you get more than 7, then he's not grappled. If you get less than 7, then it's still stuck in him, but you've softened the blow. I was going to say, I remember when Picard just used to beat people up with a sickle.
Do you remember the sickle? Oh, those were the days.
Those were the days. Like 1d4 damage.
Oh, the sickle was crap. It looked cool, but it was fucking
Look,
dreadful
cool,
as a weapon.
sucked. It's a farming tool, man.
No, it's going for a theme.
Yeah.
I could actually use my.
If there's a wheat threshing
I could
competition,
actually use
you
my
would've-
reaction. to-
14.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Done
Sorry,
it.
Garrett's done it.
It's only 7, mate. Chill out.
God.
Um,
Go off, Lindsay.
So as he tries to come with a hook pole arm, Scarrick's shield comes up and blocks the blow, allowing you to escape and move. Nice. And now it's your go, Scarrick.
So as I did that, I like to say I use my bonus action as well to send my shield in the air. And then as I did that, I'll bring my warhammer down on the guy in front of me.
Yeah, double-handed. As you sort of
Double-handed.
let go of the shield, leaving it in place where it just protected Ozzy.
12 damage.
12 to hit.
Sorry, I rolled fucking damage.
Getting a bit ahead of yourself there, mate.
Natural 20.
Well, okay. I mean, he's dead.
For a 29.
Yeah, you don't need to roll the others. He's only got 9 HP. Yeah, you squish him, smashing him in the side of the head. His head just sort of cracks and he falls to the floor. Okay. That you, Scarrick? Do you want to move?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Top of the round, so everyone gets their reactions back. The monk here, seeing you go after. He wouldn't leave, would he? Because he'd know you'd do something. He's just gone up.
I forgot
Whole
that
army.
guy was there.
Oh, he's actually got you grappled, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't he? Sorry, then I wouldn't have run to where Ozzy was. I would have run to there and intercepted.
To help out. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you see him as he's sort of got a hooked polearm in Picard, pulling him back. He sees you coming, which is the bigger threat, and he loosens
Can I use my
Picard.
second attack now then? Or does it have to be within that one, like,
No,
attack?
you can move and do another attack, I think.
Yeah, if you've just got multi-attack, you can do 2 attacks. So you could attack, move. Or does it say when you hit someone with a...
extra attack? You can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action on your turn.
Yeah. Doesn't say that it has to be the same target, so... Come on, then.
See, I believe that to be like a boom boom sort of a thing. I
Yeah,
did
but if
believe
there
it
were-
to be a...
It's
I
not.
can run in between and do it again.
It's not. You can.
I play monsters with multi-attack, being
You
able to attack whatever they
Yeah,
want. So.
you can attack whatever.
Right, well I'll take a swing at this guy then.
Okay.
28 to hit.
Yeah, roll for damage.
And that would be 17 damage.
Yeah. Fucking hell, man. Why didn't you fight the big bone devil, eh?
Because I wanted to, but these guys seem to fucking want to go through this whole malarkey.
Okay,
Gotta thin the numbers.
so with the 2 people currently flayed on the table and the leader now frozen in place, we drop out of combat. You have around 50 seconds left.
I think we should grab him and strap his
shackle him
ankles.
Oh no, I was
Shackle
going to
him
grab
up,
him
man.
and just
Because yeah-
chuck him into the vat of acid.
Well, we could
No,
interrogate him a
shackle him.
bit
We might need to quickly ask him some questions before.
and take
He's
his
got
clothes.
no hands!
We just
Shackle
need
his
to know where
ankles.
the library is and stuff like that.
Shackle his ankles.
All right, well then I'll push him up against the side of it, and and hold him over and be like, "Where's the library? Where's the journal?"
Okay, so you're sort of holding him over it as he unfreezes his hands.
Someone else help me, because he's
Yeah.
strong. I'm not very strong.
So,
Derek.
Scarrick is helping me.
he just puts acid hands in your eyes. Die! So sort of pinning him either side, holding his arms so that he can't really move. You hold him above the acid. His mask has dropped, and you see this this flayed face.
Damn
His
you
eyes
ugly.
darting rapidly between the both of you. What do you want?
We want
Why
to
have
know
you not come to join?
Where's the journal?
where's Qualish's journal.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Where's your demon master leave Qualish's belongings? The person who was here before.
Anything of wealth would be in the treasury.
Where's the treasury?
Believe me. It's the floating island within the floating island.
Fuck me.
Oh god, there's turtles within turtles.
Let me be.
Which
I've done nothing but serve.
Which direction? Point us in the direction and we'll let you go.
You've got both my arms,
Nod.
and you burnt my hands.
Nod. Nod in the direction.
He's sort of like,
As he...
I can show you a direction on
yeah.
the map.
Well,
where
as,
he would
as
be
he
going.
does that, and then like his head goes back, I'd use his momentum to just like push him over.
Push him in.
Yeah. I lied.
There is the start of a scream before it is muffled by the sound of burning skin as his head goes into the acid. This vile plume of acrid smoke erupting in deep curls from the solution. You have to step back immediately and almost like let go of him as the acid begins to spit and sputter and gets close to your skin.
Did you say his mask fell off? His mask came off.
Yeah.
Okay. I pick it up. And I
Okay.
sort of think,
So
I'm getting an idea.
with the others, they have like a dark cowl. The monk leaders seem to have this more ornate metallic mask which covers the base of their face. It's a mixture of bronze and gold colours and several designs of like cogs and wheels. It seems crafted from the same material that these buildings are.
We could strip these guys and wear their
dump their
clothes.
bodies in the vat.
Ozzy
Hitman
gets it.
style.
The corpse of the person who had been flayed lays still. However, the person who is about to take the process looks across to you. Finish the job.
I'm sorry,
I
what?
have to join the Brotherhood.
No,
No,
dear.
you don't.
I will not be complete. Sorry, they are both males. It's just a generic token.
Why are you here? Why do you want to do this?
Handsome, sexy males.
My life's work has been to get here. I grew up on the streets of Greyhawk, and I heard of a place that's sanctuary for people like me.
This is
What do
no
you mean people like you?
sanctuary.
This
A
place is...
flayed face is a small sacrifice to pay for freedom.
This is the opposite. I think you're very confused, sir.
Please, they will not accept me unless I look like them.
He's going to be a problem, isn't he?
You can just
Let
put a
me
hood on. I
join
don't think
them.
anyone will know.
It is not the same.
Right, well... I'm afraid this one's going to have to go in the acid as well, boys.
No,
Right, come here.
just my face.
No,
No.
you're gonna be a problem.
Guys.
That's
just-
the
just-
best
No,
idea.
no,
No.
guys. I can't
Please.
do that.
Well, what do you suggest, Ozzy? Because this
Um,
one's crazy.
I'm looking.
Let's just leave him chained up and dump the bodies and get out of here.
Can we knock him unconscious? Do you mind if we knock you unconscious, good sir?
Okay.
You
then I'll
consent.
just dunk him on the head with my hammer.
I will. I'll tell them. I'll tell them you have not come.
I just walk
Nope.
up and just
Nope.
stab him through the heart with one of my daggers.
What?
Get it over and done with.
Why do I get all the shit here? You guys,
My.
he's melted people.
His body
Pikeard's
gets
always melting people.
We had to silence him, and I couldn't let you burn him in acid. This was the quickest and easiest way.
Styles, what the
Could someone please let me out?
Oh
We
God,
could've
Gearbox
just-
is still alive.
We could have just
I
knocked
mean, I
him
was just
out.
gonna knock him out, and he's,
No,
Yeah, but
'cause
he would tell
he
tell
said
upon
he
awakening.
said our plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
give
we
away
would have
that we're
left
gonna
by the
disguise
point he
ourselves.
woke up.
I'm struggling to see what's going
Well-
on.
I go let Gearbox out.
is that the flayed face guy? Is he actually still alive, or is that Gearbox?
That's Gearbox.
Oh,
The
yeah,
flayed
this
face
one's
guy is
still
Flayed
alive.
face
unconscious.
does not make
He's
it.
breathing
He's
slowly, but
Right,
he
do we
is
kill this one
unconscious,
also?
Yeah, currently they've bandaged his entire face, so he can't see.
This one is
And the
literally.
bandage is just thick with deep red blood.
We can't fix this one either. This one's just gonna be a problem.
What? Yeah, is that person alive, unconscious? Like, what's going on with him?
He's,
Yeah, they're
unconscious.
unconscious.
he's probably passed out from the pain
Yeah, well,
of
leave
having
him.
his face cut off.
Leave him. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Come on, let's get out of here. Are we all dressed in the
No,
box?
yeah, we'll strip the
Cops.
bodies, and then I'm going to chuck
Dump
each of
the
the bodies
bodies in
in
the
the
vat.
acid.
And I'm gonna
That's it, Hitman
pop
style.
the gold mask on. And,
Oh, God.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm the captain.
yeah, I'm the captain of this gaggle of monks.
And what should I wear?
Oh, Gearbox, you. Oh God.
Maybe we should
sorry.
just get in one of our bags or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, how big is
Not
he?
a bad
We fit the
idea
bag
at
of
all.
holding.
I think he's quite small. He's like it says he's medium. I mean, you can fit a body in the bag of holding, so yeah, he'd
I
be able
could
to
just,
go.
I could just cast disguise self on him.
All right. Do that.
I'd say he probably sits like probably a similar height to Scarrick. He's not
does
tiny.
he? Does
thought
he
you said he was way
float?
smaller
Does-
than me.
just rem-
No, he walks. He's got arms and legs.
but he's just like round.
He walks. I thought he had a wheel.
No, he's like his body is a sphere, but extruding from his body is like arms and legs.
So he was like fucking fresh cut grass.
Are there
No,
any more
he's not
robes
a-
in here?
If you zoom in on his picture, you can see his little legs and stuff.
Okay, right. So I'll cast disguise self on him.
Okay.
And how long does that last?
1 hour.
A million years.
Um,
I thought it'd been easy to just put them in the bag.
I would say-
Okay.
In the what?
looking
In the
around,
bag of holding.
He's too big for that, right?
Too big, apparently.
I thought we
Near
said you could fit a body in it.
yeah, you can put a body in the bag of holding, can't you? It's just there isn't enough air inside.
Okay.
They needn't breathe. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, I'll put him in the bag of holding then.
I'm pretty sure people have got in bags of holding before, or they put bodies in them. Isn't it? Just read the description
No,
while
that,
we
in
go
that
through
the
the
other space thing.
thing. Or is that the portable hole, maybe?
That's the
Yeah.
portable hole, I think.
Okay.
Well,
As you
what's
look around the room, sort of finding the ropes,
Roughly
you
2
do
feet in
find...
diameter at the mouth.
Could you squeeze?
4 feet deep.
Depends how much
Well,
of a
that-
shit you got in it.
Yeah.
That'd
Yeah,
fit
So
him.
you could. You could.
What other stuff have you got in it, though?
Well, sure, that doesn't matter. Surely the bag of holding is like a
No,
TARDIS
it
inside.
can be full. It can be full.
Yeah.
Breathing
Yeah, you can
creatures
fill it up.
inside the bag can survive up to a number of minutes equal to 10 divided by a number of creatures, whatever.
It doesn't breathe.
So if he doesn't breathe, yeah, he can just go in.
Okay.
I could
Very
put a
well.
fucking Bag.
Yeah, bag it.
He just sort of...
Hop in, lad.
he hops into the bag.
Right. Let's find the place that that guy just said.
Okay. So as you leave the Leatherworks in disguise, you appear back on the rock. So currently, you've come out of this building down here in the sort of easterly side of the constructed thing, of the floating island. That's the word I was looking for. The way he nodded from your orientation inside was obviously to the back of the island, and I don't think you would have seen it yet. Obviously, you can see it on the map, so you kind of know where you're going. But he's pointed to the background. What's your plan?
Right, I think we're headed this way, but I'm not quite sure how we.
Well, let's go
Let's
and
try and
just
sneak around and
just
get a scope of the area.
kind of
Yes.
blend in a bit, like try to mimic how they're walking and holding
Just be
themselves.
quiet and.
Yeah, you've seen a few people, and most
Bow our
walk
heads.
with their hands sort of entwined together, so
Assassin's
that they're
Creed style.
their large sleeves bow down. Their heads are normally bowed forward as they walk around. Some chant, and you've seen from the groups, because you perceived quite a lot as you came in, that the leader normally walks at point in the front, and the others follow behind.
Is there any of the dwarf one?
Are there any other dwarf ones? That's
Let's
a very
go
good point.
pick 'em up.
I would say you have seen different size monks. You saw a few in the actual monastery. All are welcome to the monastery of the distressed body, so there's no reason that a dwarf wouldn't be here.
Excellent. Don't be
Okay.
suspicious.
As you head past this large building, you see James got to get a cat. Pussy Patrol. Would you like to take a quick wee break before we go on to the next bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alright, take a quick. So, in disguise, you leave the Leatherworks, copying the actions of the other monks. The only thing I need to ask you about is all your gear. Because obviously, I'd imagine you've got your packs, your bags, your thingies. Most of these monks are kind of like streamlined. Are you taking the option to leave your gear behind? Are you doing
Well,
something to...
We've got 2 bags of holding, haven't we? I think James has got one. I've got one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but each of you has a pack, a backpack.
2
I'm
more.
not good in the bag of holding.
Scarrick has got a warhammer. What are you going to do to disguise your implements?
I mean, I don't need any of my shit. I could leave. I could. I don't
I
know.
don't like the idea of leaving stuff, but
No.
we do look a bit ridiculous with packs on.
Yeah. Like, you got the monk robes and then your backpack on, like...
One of those square box framed packs with all like pans hanging
Yeah,
off.
it's got
and
like your
shit.
bedroll and all your pants and all your trinkets on, yeah.
I guess we'll have
Is
to
there any like
leave our things.
wheelbarrows
as you-
about or anything?
Well, as you come out, you can see a lot of this land is scrubland. There are small bushes, there are stuff. There would be a place you could feasibly hide gear in, but you would have to bear in mind that you're taking the bare minimums.
Yeah,
And
I
it's what
would.
you
I
wanna
would be
sacrifice.
prepared to leave stuff for the sake of a stealth mission.
Okay.
It's up to you guys.
Yeah.
And then I'll leave my weapons. I'll leave my pack, my rapier, and my rifle.
I'd say you could probably disguise a rapier within the thing
Alright.
if you want to take one weapon.
Yeah, I
like,
was gonna
you
hold
could
my
hold that in
hammer
front
like
of
that.
you or hang it down your side, and it's not
And
too
put my shield in
cumbersome.
my bag.
Are you
only-
taking your shield?
The only big thing
Yeah, I'm
I
putting it on my
have.
back.
Okay.
Oh,
My
actually,
dick.
This carrot cat, you'll put your shield and your warhammer in the bag of holding, and because they're relatively small bags, aren't they? Are they?
Probably, yeah.
You're
I'd
trying to
still
force
have
him
it,
in
grab
with Gearbox.
No, I've got
Gearbox is
gearbox.
disguised.
Oh, you've got
self.
Gearbox.
No, Gearbox.
No, he's in the bag of holding.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, so you've got a spare spell slot then.
In that case, then, I could cast Disguise Self on one of you that wants to keep all your shit.
Then he'd look the same. Disguises all your stuff.
Maybe Scarrick because he's like
I mean,
got
I
the most
look the
weaponry.
least.
Yeah, save the
Shields.
tank.
Okay.
You know,
Okay, I'll keep my stuff.
we'll need him if
Disguise
the
me.
fight breaks out.
Are there tiefling monks? Like, do you see any of them with horns sticking out of their hoods?
I would say yes. I would say there's probably
All shapes and sizes.
all shapes and sizes, but maybe more. You wouldn't normally expect to see a tiefling, but you've maybe seen a couple of oddly shaped hoods where they seem to stick out at the sides and then go up into the point, which could suggest there's something like horns underneath.
Okay.
I mean, tiefling horns as well don't always stick out. Sometimes they sort of curl back into the hair, don't they?
Yeah. Well,
You know what I mean? The hood is like a KKK hood, basically.
Yeah.
A large pointed hood, so it's not like it's tight to your thingy, so there is space to store stuff in your head.
They're my horns. They do.
Oh, yours are quite wide, yeah.
But yeah. Oh yeah, that's fine. Then I'll embrace the horns.
Yeah.
We taking the crown off.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So I'll say, with the alterations you've made, you've managed to make it so that you won't stick out in the crowd. So you don't really need to move stealthily. You need to act like the others, but it's not too challenging. There isn't really any need for a performance check. You're just walking in a single file line and not talking, which is relatively easy. So without too much trouble, you head to sort of the rear of the island. You see there are well-laid paths where the rock and the shrubland and the metalwork is sort of bare, and you can see it's been well trodden. After some time, you come to the back of the island. I'd say it's probably about, we'll say 20 minutes, because it is rather vast, and you've moved from one area to another. So you've still got about 40 minutes left on your disguise self. There are less monks towards the rear. As you went past the building next to the leatherworks, you saw a couple come out, and then a few more heading towards that. That seems to be a place where they would congregate. But coming towards the rear of the island, things get a bit less well maintained, and you see less and less people. Coming to this rear end, you see a giant hole in the island, an expanse that stretches a good 50 to 100 feet across, and it is sheer cliffs down and out the bottom. There is no lake, there is no basin, it is a hole all the way through and down. Levitating on its own red fiery engine in the center of the island is a pinnacled building, a pyramid of sheer black metal. It looks a decent size, and it's on its own separate island. Now, in front of the pyramid are several discs. The discs float across the expanse from the mainland where you're on to the island in the center. They seem to just hover in the air with the mists in the abyss swirling below. And from what you can see, there's no one really around.
And we can access those discs.
So currently you are... We use gearbox as a token. Here.
Right, chaps. Looks like all we have to do is cross this chasm and we'll be there.
Who?
So-
We got to back up though if
Getting up to
something
the
goes wrong.
entry area, you see the discs are roughly 3 feet in diameter, around 1 inch thick, and they're set in line spaced about 5 feet apart.
So you're gonna
Paul,
have,
you do know that you've put an image of the discs in the chat thing, and we can see numbers on them. I hope that's not a.
The numbers won't matter to you.
I can't see numbers.
I can't see.
I can't see numbers.
It's in the chat box bit thing. Roll
Oh, the
20.
journal.
The journal.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It won't matter too much. The numbers won't mean anything to you, so
Yeah, I can't make sense of it.
not yet.
Well,
So
Scarrick?
have we got? Yeah,
I think this is a good one for you.
Okay.
Wait,
Just because you being the heaviest, if they can take your weight, they can take all our weight. So
Right.
would it
right,
not be
right,
better
yeah,
if someone to go across who can fly, like myself?
I was thinking if we had something to back
Oh,
up,
yes.
you know, if it did
Those.
drop. If
or we
there's
could
a
send
hole.
gearbox.
No, I'll go because if one of them like gives way, I'll just come back up.
Is there anything to look at? If I give it a good case of looking at.
A perception check, you mean?
Yeah.
You can make a perception check if you wish.
12.
12. Nothing to ascertain by looking.
Can
You
I?
can see the discs are levitating. There's a lot of stuff that has been levitating here. And they seem equidistant apart.
Would we have to jump between them? Do you
You'd
say
have to
5
jump.
feet?
Yeah, it's 5 feet. So it's like a long jump. Which is achievable by all of you. It's not a difficult jump, but it is a commitment. You can't just pop your foot on it.
So I just need to check something before I do this. My equipment, like in particular my guitar,
Yes.
did I have to leave that behind in the bush, or would that have fit in someone's bag of holding?
That could fit in my bag of holding. I would have, if that's your main
Scarrett
weapon.
could carry
yeah,
it.
You use it as your
'Cause he's
power. So
disguised.
like,
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you carried that for me then.
You could strap it to his pack and you wouldn't see it because he's disguised. So,
Did you also just carry my pack then? Like, did none of us leave anything behind, or did we?
well, I'd say he probably wouldn't be able to carry everyone's pack because he's still carrying his full armor, his pack, his shield, and his battle axe. Sorry, his warhammer. But he would be able to strap a mandolin to the side of his pack, and possibly your rapiers if you didn't want to carry them.
Okay.
Would it fit in my... So I've got what's his face in my bag of
Gearbox.
holding, but what to...
Yeah.
That's what I said. Gearbox tray in my bag of holding.
I think Scarrett's got it. It's fine. You've got it there.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Well, I mean, it'll be a question for later on as whether we need to go back to get our stuff, I suppose. But, yeah. So, if I've got my guitar, that's fine. I'm just going to jump straight onto the first one.
Okay. You leap forward onto the first disc, and as soon as your feet touch it, it drops away.
Brilliant. Of course it does.
My
so
lord.
then I cast fly as soon as I start falling.
You managed to levitate quite rapidly. Obviously, you knew what was going to happen. Well, you had the idea what was going to happen. And you managed to cast fly, so you drop only a couple of feet before levitating in the air.
And that's just completely fallen and just disappeared now.
You see it drop into the mist below. It's hard to see. The mist sort of swallowed it up.
Okay. Well, that one.
Okay, so there's obviously like some sort of test or something for like only, acolytes can get across. Do you
Maybe.
fly us across, Ozzy?
Well. I'd have to turn into something. Yeah. Can I put my weight on the next one along?
Yeah. As soon as you do, it drops away.
Okay.
Now 2 are missing from the. Oops.
What is the purpose of these stones?
I don't know, but they're not holding up my weight, and I'm not that
Can I
fat.
have another look at it, like?
You make another perception check.
From a more magical
Only
point of view.
Styles has made a perception check at the moment. I wouldn't say you can investigate because you're not able to touch it, but you can make perception.
Can I like hover like right up near them and sort of like investigate or use perception? Maybe is there anything?
Yeah, you can make a perception check from your
14.
vantage point. I'll say if you want to do
27.
14 and 27, against Garrick, from your vantage point, there is nothing. You've seen him stand on 2 and they dropped away. There's nothing to suggest that the others won't do the same. Aussie, 27.
7. Roll a 19.
The discs are just as they seem. There is a disc that appears to float and drop away when you stand on it. The thing that catches your attention is the barely visible ripple that surrounds the island in the middle. There appears to be something invisible potentially surrounding that central island, and it would make you cautious of going too close.
Like a magical barrier of some description. Well, levitating stones on that, it looks like there's something surrounding this island, something magical.
One of the things that Picard saw earlier, the wires that seem to be strewn into the landscape here, there does seem to be more around this area, and more leading to one of the cliffs to one side, away from this void.
Like a power source.
Sounds like machinery.
But obviously, from what you've perceived here, there are no wires attached to these discs. These are floating in space, like floating in the air in front of you.
I mean, I could try and use dispel magic to dispel magic.
I don't think this is magic. I think this is science.
Is there anything on that side, like a switch or a button or anything around?
Are you saying that to us?
Yes, I use my Aussie voice.
Gearbox sort of starts rummaging through the grass. I can't seem to find anything. Curious mechanism.
Who let him out the bag?
Oh yeah, he's still in the bag, isn't he?
Shut up,
So-
Gearbox, and I hit the bag real hard.
It's 'cause I used
I'll
to
let
take-
Gearbox out and see if he notices anything.
There's no one around, I'm guessing.
No, at the moment this area is clear. It doesn't seem to be an area most of the monks go.
And you say there's like wires sort of.
Yeah, the landscape around you is just strewn with these odd sort of. There is a metallic nature to the landscape. Some of the rocks aren't rocks; they're metal, and some of the metal has wires running through it and veins of like dim light and stuff like that.
And but there's
Similar
nothing.
to what you can see behind me.
And there's nothing like leading to this island, like converging or.
You see the island in the middle is the same. It has these wires that seem to run up and down the outside, and the sputtering engine underneath is clearly visible to you.
I don't know, guys. Any ideas?
I'll put you back on the main map so you can sort of see where you are.
I don't know. It's like we're missing something.
Obviously.
So do the wires lead to something we can go to?
You could follow them if you want.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
I think that's our best bet. Maybe we should like follow those things and see if we
Good
can turn
idea,
it off
Scarrick.
or something.
Let's do that.
All right. I'll just float.
Okay. So coming back to land.
I've only got 10 minutes though, so we're gonna be quick.
I was going to say the wires are all on land side, so there's no real need for you to float.
Yeah, I know, but I can't do it again once it runs out.
Oh, okay. So you'd float above the ground. I see what you're
Yeah.
saying. The wires lead around the side of this void to a large face in the cliff. It was hard to see from your angle, your vantage point before, but as you come around the corner, you see part of this natural rock and stone. There is just a sheer metal face, almost like a thin sliver of black metal that creeps up, and inside is a doorway that seems to lead somewhere.
Let's try in here.
Entering the
Right.
doorway, you are met with a series of narrow metal passageways. Styles, just give me a perception check with advantage, please.
Oh dear, no pressure. A20.
30-20. There's been something that's been niggling at your brain since you've entered this island. Something that feels recognizable to you. Not the monastery itself, not the weird dark cult or the flaying faces, but something about it just seems... You seem to know what it is. And navigating through the narrow corridors of this room, this building, you realize what it is. This corridor is similar to a corridor on an astral ship. It's a similar metal, it's a similar wires of communication, similar veins of power that travel from you into the dragonfly. I mean, this vessel is beyond anything you've ever seen size-wise, but there's no reason it couldn't be connected. As you navigate through the corridors, you enter a room. Well, you come down some stairs. At the base of the stairs, and down a short corridor, you can see two more cowled monks. Who's going first? Is it you leading, Picard?
Yeah.
Running order behind?
I'd be behind him.
I'll be next.
And Ozzy in the bottom. Rip.
But
As you come down the stairs, just following the dim ambience of the lights and just the natural way of this corridor, you see two monks stood in front of a set of double doors behind and a single door to the left. Hello, brother.
Hello, brother. Are you well? You look well.
I am well.
Good.
What business do you have at the control room?
Oh, we just wish to access the controls.
On what grounds?
On the grounds that we need to change something.
The Grand Master forbids monks to enter the control room.
Ah, well.
Unless they are bringing an immured brother.
Well, we've got one of those. Don't we? You have a demure brother?
Yep.
Yep.
And make
See
a
this
persuasion
mask?
check.
See this mask? I'm the leader, you see. Persuade. Oh, my persuasion is not.
To be fair, you do
Ozzy's the one that does the persuading.
you do see that the two monks before you are the lesser ranked monks.
Yeah. I say. This is an order. You'll part ways.
What was your persuasion?
It was 10.
Can I just point out I have a plus 12 on persuasion?
Plus 12?
Yeah.
God.
Jesus.
You should have
I
had
don't
the
have anything
special
like
mask.
that.
Yeah, but it's funny
My
if you have
highest
it.
is actually also persuasion for some reason at plus 6.
They look towards each other and then look to you. Having the mask of an elder monk has authority. They step away and let you pass. Do you wish us to stay, elder?
No, you go give yourself 40 lashes for making us wait.
Very well.
Yes. Think about what you've
Sort of
done.
look to each other. And then they head up the stairs behind you and away into the thing.
I turn to the group and I say, I've still got it.
Well done.
Never left me.
Well done, Captain.
I had no doubt, Pikehead, I had no doubt.
Oh, I had lots of doubts, but here we are.
As you come up to the doors ahead of you, they sort of slide open, retracting into the walls, showing a small antechamber and then another set of doors. As you exit those into the main room, the area is a maze of damaged controls and broken machinery. Countless wires twist their way across the walls, erupting from controls panels that have been pulled apart and laid bare. 5 clear canisters connected by metal tubing and wires line the walls in the center of the room. Each one is filled with a viscous fluid and what appears to be a humanoid brain. There are also 3 empty canisters in the north.
This is. I've seen things like this before. The whole place. It reminds me of a ship from the Astral Sea.
What, like the
this
damselfly?
Yeah. Just I've never seen anything on this scale.
Does the damselfly run on brains?
Yes, well, kind of my brain, but
Ooh, so
I'm
can you
assuming-
hook yourself up and control the ship?
I'm not saying that. I'm just.
Why?
Put your head in this chamber.
Whoa! Let's slow down a minute.
How do you connect yourself normally to the ship?
Well, with the chair, it might be.
Maybe there's a special
It looked
chair.
like
in
the.
here.
Well, just going back, Paul. Didn't you say we sat in the captain's chair when we walked into the?
It appeared to be a captain-esque chair. Yes.
Ah, shit.
Oh, shit.
Can I see through here? Is this the control panels? Can I get to it?
Yeah, the door opens and through here you see this is where like the room is most damaged. The control panels are skewed apart. There are parts missing, and you can see in the walls of this chamber, they're not entirely intact. Parts of the rock has jutted through, as if impacting through the metal. The controls here have no lights, they appear dead. The main glow comes from the central room, and the brains in jars have a green glow about them and feed into these wires that run into the walls and floors.
That said, though, we don't have to fly the ship. We just need to see if there's a way of accessing the smaller floating island.
I was wondering if there's like a bridge button or something, or a way to talk to the brains still.
I'm worried.
Make an investigation check.
Investigating.
I mean, I could message one of the brains.
I could use my helm of telepathy
could try
to
that.
inception one of them.
I got
Yeah.
6.
6. You struggle to understand the complexity of the controls before you, and I don't think it helps that they're mainly damaged.
Can I
Did anybody else
Sick.
investigate? Or
can I check this door?
What did I get for my 17? Is that what I just got?
17. I'll come to you in a minute, Ozzy. Looking around the brains and focusing on that sort of area, you see that each one has almost like a palm reader. There is a metal slab in front of each one where there is like the outcut of a hand. You could place your hand on there. You feel this may be some way to connect to them, or at least communicate. Ozzy. The door hangs ajar. The chamber behind is dark, and there is signs of age throughout.
I would just follow it down just to check sort of
Yeah.
the surrounding area where we are.
Looking through, the dormitories look a bit different on here, but you come through and you see it is empty, and it's clear that no one's stayed in here for a long time. Any furniture that's left is ruined or broken. A lot of it's been moved. You can see where there would have been something before, and there's a thick layer of dust that lines everything.
No magical artifacts hanging about.
You can make a investigation check if you wish.
10.
10. With a 10, looking through the junk around the room, the only thing that really interests you is a small piece of metal. As you pick it up, you see it resembles about an inch tall spinning top. You take it and spin it on the desk, and it spins really, really well, and keeps spinning. Keeps spinning.
We're in a dream.
It doesn't stop unless you pick it up.
Yeah, scoop it up and be like, cool. Pocket it.
I believe I might be able to interact with the brains, but if the bony guy is in the chair, he may be able to sense my presence as well. Worth the risk.
Yes.
I was thinking about just sticking my hand on one of these pads, but if that's what you're going to do, then
Well,
go ahead.
Just, is this map accurate? So in the sense that when we came down the stairs, we could have gone further down as well. Like, there's more stairs leading down.
This is the main chamber. The map is a bit bigger than the thingy. You see there would have been other chambers and other things, but like I say, at this end of sort of the rooms and the buildings, you can see the most decay and also impact damage where nature sort of begin to retake the buildings. The stairs lower are consumed with vines of roots and grasses and rock where the walls seem to have caved in.
Okay. I'll come back through there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, go for it. Who's brave enough to touch the brains?
Well, Mr. Styles has the knowledge.
That's true.
Which one would you like to
Back
touch?
myself up and put my hand on the on one of the pads.
Which pad?
Does it matter?
Yeah.
Seems like it does.
Which one would you? Which one would I? Should I not put my hand on? This first one, this first brainy one.
This
here.
first one. Okay. Putting your hand onto the pad, you instantly feel a connection with the brain. To the rest of you, a few more bubbles erupt in the tube, but nothing else seems to change. Styles, his eyes close, and his hand glows green on the pad. A voice comes into your brain. It's odd. It's not just one voice, it's a series of voices overlapping and echoing each other. The voice speaks to you. Hello.
Hello there.
We haven't had a guest for some time. Who am I speaking to?
My name is Brother Styles.
Brother Styles. I see. How can I help?
Who are you?
My name is Alton. And as you hear, as he says my name is Alton, in the background you hear, my name is Broderick, my name is Coryllis, my name is Dunstan, my name is Edith. And these names sort of echo around, and it's quite hard to pick out he says Alton, but his is the louder voice.
How long have you been here, Alton?
I'm afraid my knowledge of time has slipped. It's difficult to tell time when you don't have the normal factors.
Do you remember Qualish? Was here when you came here?
Qualish. I have heard that name before. I'm afraid I don't quite know.
That's okay. I'm trying to get to the floating pyramid with the stepping stones, but can't seem to get across them.
Ah. You should speak to one of the others. I'm sure they know more than me.
But one of the other people in the room.
Yes. One of the others.
Well, thank you. I'll speak with one of the others. And I pull my hand off.
Okay.
What did the brain say?
I believe they can help us. I just need to find the right one.
And he wasn't suspicious of you?
I think it's this one here.
Any reason you say that?
It's in the middle. They always put the most important one in the middle.
It's a circle, Mr. Scarrick. There's no middle here.
Can we
But
trust?
there's three missing.
Can we trust these brains? I mean, the brain wasn't suspicious of you at all.
No, not really.
That's odd.
Plus, we've got nothing to lose, and
No, I know.
as I say that, I put my hand on the pad.
Who connects with me?
Styles.
And what do you want?
I was wondering if you could help me. I'm trying to get to the floating pyramid, the smaller island with the stepping stone.
What did the guy call it, that place?
Treasury.
The treasury. Maybe we should say the treasury.
Everyone's trying to get to the treasury.
Yes, that's it. The treasury.
It's where everything valuable is kept. And there's still this
Yes,
echo in the background from all the other voices.
We're looking for something. I was wondering if you could help us to get there.
I may be able to.
Ah,
What can you
wonderful.
do
What
for
is
me?
it? Well, what do you want? What is your name?
I'd love to feel the grass again. My name is Corliss.
Ollie.
Corliss. You wouldn't be able to do anything for me.
Well, how did you get here, Corliss? How did you become the way you are?
I was tricked.
Who
Tricked
tricked
and
you?
trapped. I don't remember.
It appears many people in this place have been tricked and trapped.
I have control of this place, though. Would you like me to lock all the doors? Seal us in together? Yes!
No.
Why shouldn't I? You could stay here with me. You could tell me what it's like to feel again.
Well, what is it you want most? You want to feel the grass? Maybe I can... There's a way I can sort that for you.
What is it like outside?
It's dark at the moment. There's a war on. Many people are dying.
Don't bomb him out.
Yeah, but then he don't want to be in here. He don't want to go outside.
War. Perhaps I should seal us in for safety.
No, me and my companions are looking for something that should help end the war.
What are you looking
We
for?
believe it's in the treasury.
Give me a charisma check. Please.
And
10.
yeah,
You will never get to the treasury. Not without our help. And how can we
Well,
help you
you-
if you're not here? I'll seal the doors now.
no, don't seal the doors. How would you help me get to the treasury?
I would help you by keeping some of the things aloft. Not all, but some.
So you control the stones.
Oh. Yes, but, you tricked me into saying that. That's not very nice.
I didn't mean to trick you. My friends and I have seen the stones, and one of them nearly fell. We didn't realise they could vanish. That's very clever, that, making them vanish.
It is clever, isn't it? We all control
So-
separate things. I think
This
mine's the
place is a-
best.
I assume you are in charge of security if you can control the doors and the stones.
Just for here. The control room. I can
is
control
a-
the control room.
That is a big responsibility.
Yes. It is.
So you could make it that my friends could pass over and get into the treasury?
I could control some of the discs. But you'd have to make it
Um,
worth it for me.
Yes, this to feel grass again.
Yes.
Oh.
To have a body. I miss my body.
Is it possible to put you back into a body?
I think the answer would be in the treasury if it was.
So you said other people, many people are trying to get in the treasury. Who else is trying to get into the treasury?
It's where everything is kept. Anyone who wants things. Anyone who wants power. That's
you
why
let
it's so
many
well
people into-
protected.
Have you let many people into the treasury?
Never.
See, I knew you're good at your job. That's why you're the best at it.
I agree.
Who was the last person to enter the treasury? Was it Wallace?
The Grand Master stored things there. Items. You should talk to Alton about him.
Alton. That's the one I spoke to earlier, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I will. I spoke to Alton earlier. But we
He has
didn't
a
discuss the
secret about
Grand Master. Oh, Alton has a secret about the Grand Master.
Yes.
So, my friends may be able to find, or would be able to find, the way of freeing you from this place in the Grand Treasury.
Come back to me when you've got answers. I've had enough of talking for today.
No worries. Thank
You
you.
feel your hand
Bye.
disconnect from the thing.
Well, how'd that go?
Well, this chap was called, what was it, Collis?
Corliss.
Collis? Yeah, I'm not good with names. Or spelling, apparently. He can control the stepping stones, or at least some of them, and the doors to this facility.
So is he going to do it?
He kind of wants a body.
How
so
about
he
you
can
tell
see
him
grass again.
that you won't destroy him?
He can control the doors and lockers and sealers in here, so it's kind of...
Yeah, well, tell him I'll just squish him. I'll tell him. I'm going to go over and put my hand on it.
I don't know if that's good.
no.
Oh, he's gone.
Wait, there's a secret about
Who speaks
the
to me
master.
now?
Ozzy Hellborn, you might have heard of
He's
me.
gone. We've lost him. He's on
I'm
there.
afraid I haven't.
You're missing out, man. You like music?
It's hard to listen without ears.
Yeah, well, I can sing it to you if you want.
No.
Okay.
What do you want from me?
So we're trying to get in the treasury. Heard you might be able to
I don't
help.
like your attitude.
What? Why?
You're more obstinate than the other one.
Yeah, he's quite softly spoken. I like to just get to the point, you know?
Would you like me to seal the doors? The other one didn't seem too keen.
Well, not really, because that means that we're all trapped here.
Indeed.
And you know,
You could sing to me.
Yeah, I could. Or I could also just, like, kill you.
You could try.
I'm quite powerful.
How do you think how do you think this craft would work if we weren't here?
I don't know,
We
maybe.
control everything.
Yeah, that's true, but, I mean, one of you could probably be missing, and, you know, the rest of them will be able to take up the slack.
But which one is the important one?
I don't know, it just sounds like you control doors, so you're dispensable.
And floating discs. We
Yeah.
all control discs.
I can fly, man.
Good luck past the anti-magic field.
Oh, is that what it is? Cool. Good to know.
Damn it. Why is it they always fool me?
Thanks, man. See you later. I'll just pull my hand off. Apparently it's an anti-magic field.
As I was saying, Ozzy, Alton made a secret about the master, so
Oh,
I'm
secret.
going to... I go put my hand back in.
Hello again.
Hello, I've spoken to, was it Collis? Callis?
Mhm. How did you find him?
Yeah,
I believe
I
he
don't
has
think he likes
grandeur
this
of
place
power.
anymore. Well, he did kind of say it was the most important one. He can control the security and is in charge of everything.
I can control things too.
What can you control?
Dormitories. I can lock and unlock all the doors to the dormitories.
Girls' dormitories.
And I
See,
control
he said
some
he was the
discs.
only one that could control some of the discs.
Yes. Disc 3 and
To
9.
the treasury.
If you want, I could hold them in place while you cross.
3 and
We have to convince all these bastard brains to do all the bastard discs.
Let's just play them off against each other. Tell them, promise.
What? Is it Game of Thrones?
It is.
Just promise whatever they want.
Yeah.
And
Brain-
then we
brain
get
of
the treasury,
Thrones.
then we fuck them off.
that would be great. Did Kelly said you may know something about the master? Is that correct?
I do.
Oh, sounds like a juicy bit of gossip. What is it?
You're not one of them, are you? You seem different. You don't talk like the others. You say your vows.
No, I'm not one of the others. I am here on a quest.
The Grand Master is evil. He came to this place and turned us into this.
Oh, that's,
He
that's
forced people
terrible.
into labor. He is evil. To his core.
Well, my friends and I fight evil. We're a troop. We're a band. We're a collective. We are the Mister Men.
Perhaps you could get the things from the treasury and overthrow the Grand Master.
That is the hope. We are here in search of Qualish's journals and notes. I believe he built this place. There may be something in them notes to help you.
Yes. It's Broderick. Broderick knows about Qualish. He's
Broderick.
next door. To me.
Roderick. Oh, that is great. I will. If you could hold Stone 3 and 9 for us, I'll speak to Broderick.
Very well.
Thank you. So I'll relay this back to the guys. That Picard near you is Broderick. He knows about Qualish, and it looks like each brain is responsible for 2 or more of the stones. So we need to get them all on side.
All right, well, I'll
It
give
would
him a
appear.
touch. I put my hand on the panel.
No.
Hello? Who's there?
Oh, hello there. This is Captain Picard, captain of the Mister Men.
Captain,
Who might you be?
my name is Broderick, sir.
Broderick Sir. That's a very fancy name.
No.
Now, Broderick Sir, we have a request of you, if that's
Right.
all right. First of all, I would like you to tell me everything you know about Qualish.
Why?
We are on an important quest regarding his work.
What does that have to do with me?
Well, I was told by...
My job is the engine room.
Yes, and that is fantastically useful. But I was assured by a friend who spoke with one of you other brains that you knew something about Qualish.
I do.
Excellent.
My question was, why would I tell you?
Because we're best friends.
We are not friends.
Yes,
I've only
we
just
are.
met you.
Yes. But a stranger is a friend you haven't met yet. And you've met me, so I'm a friend. What
I
do you
don't
want,
know.
Roderick? What can I do for you?
What can you do for me?
Yes. You name it, I'll do
Nothing
it.
really.
Oh, well, I'll do nothing. That's fine. I can
I'm
do
quite
that.
happy with my job.
Oh, that's good. Do you have any means of controlling those floating stones to the treasury?
Of course. Everyone is tasked with stones.
Excellent. Would you be able to lock your stones in place for me, please?
No.
Oh, I'd really appreciate it if you did.
Why would I?
Because that's your job. And you
Mm,
seem quite proud of your job.
My job is the engine room. The stones are merely a byproduct.
Well, the other brains said they were going to do it. And they... You know what? I was speaking with Collis earlier, and he said, oh, Broderick won't do it because he's pretty lame. But we're all going down, and we're all setting up the stones. But Broderick, no, he's not cool
I
like
know
us.
Chorus is weak. He thinks he
Right.
controls the control room, but really, who cares? We're in jars. Sealing the doors does nothing.
Well, yes, to the jars, but...
Listen, you bring the
other
Grandmaster and I'll do it.
Bring the Grandmaster?
Yes, he's the only one with authority over me.
Oh. I see. So you wouldn't do a favour for a friend?
I have no friends and I don't hand out favors. Good day.
Not with that attitude, you
He
little...
ejects the
And then I'm...
That went well.
I say, unfortunately, this one's a little bit of a Stiffy.
Why?
Oh,
Threaten them with death. That usually gets people to do what you want them to do, right?
No,
Yes,
no,
un-
don't
did he-
threaten.
Unfortunately,
Did
they
he
have
tell you
the
about
ultimate-
Qualish?
No, he did not. He was very rude about it. Did not want to be my friend. Also,
Did
we
he say
cannot
what
threaten
Stearns,
these.
at
We cannot
least?
threaten these beings with death because they ultimately could kill all of us in an instant.
Yeah, but
They
they
have
don't.
the power over us.
Yeah, but they don't know that. They don't know that we won't do it. I mean, maybe I will.
We will do it.
I
I'm,
can,
several people
I'm
today.
gonna walk over to this one and pop my hand on the pad.
Hello? Who's there?
Hello, it's Styles here.
I see.
Who may I be talking to, please?
My name is Dunstan.
Dunstan. Hello, Dunstan.
I could charm them.
Right, neat.
Yeah.
I've just been chatting to a few of your companions here. It's a marvellous job you're doing, keeping this city afloat.
That is one of the remedial tasks. How did you find the conversation? I always find it underwhelming.
I'm finding it's fascinating. Each one of you responsible for a different part of the thing. What can I ask? What
Shame.
your responsibilities are?
Another simple mind. And he ejects your hand.
I put it back on.
There's just no connection.
Oh, that
Well,
was
this one's called Dunstan. and
Dunstan.
is
That
not
was a
very
short.
helpful.
That was a short conversation. I want to talk to him.
I don't want that one.
I go put my hand on it. Hello.
Go.
Hello.
to This one.
Hi. Is this Dunstan?
Yes?
Who
are you?
I'm Ozzy Hellborn. Pleasure to meet you.
You sound
Awesome.
unintelligent.
Wow, that's mean. I'm not on.
Not to judge a book by its cover.
Well, that's it. You can't. I mean, you're just a floating brain. I got arms and legs and ears and all sorts.
The brain is the most important part.
Exactly, but you know, talk about judging a book by its cover. Well, don't really know where I was going with that. Anyway, what part
I
of?
feel you're wasting my time.
Oh no, absolutely not. I can do things for you. Wow.
And what would they be? Provide me with intellectual conversation? I doubt it.
Is that all you want? Just intellectual conversation? What about
No one really talks about magic anymore.
I am
No one really talks to me at all.
one magical person. I got all sorts.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me something about your magic then.
Well, I can do all sorts. I'm a tiefling, you see. The older I got, the more
Is
magic.
interesting.
It's been, don't really know where it comes from, but I can do all sorts. I can turn into other animals. I can control people. I can go invisible. I can teleport. Man, I can do all sorts of shit.
You'd be good with us, you know.
Yeah,
All that power.
yeah.
Have you asked the Grandmaster about joining us?
Well, you see, he asked me, and I said I'd think about it. So,
Perhaps if you were Grandmaster, you could talk to me about magic all day. I could deactivate his teleportation field bracelets.
I mean, that would help, yeah. I mean,
That way he won't be able to chop your head off quite so easy.
yeah. I'm pretty powerful.
It happened to me, you know.
Oh, is that how you... Okay, I see. Well, it's good to know. Good.
Luckily he kept the brain.
Good
the
heads
most
up.
important part. Heads off, more like.
So, okay, I like this plan. Make me the Grand Master. We can talk about magic all day long.
Perhaps
there
we
a
could get
ground?
this ship going again. You know it's a ship, don't you?
I do. Yeah, I've flown one of these before in the Astral Sea. In wild
That
space.
is interesting.
Oh yeah, man, I've been all over the place. All over wild space, different planets. everywhere, man. We could talk for days and days, years and years.
And what would you need from me?
Well, basically, I'm looking to get inside the treasury. If you could make that happen, well, I'm all yours.
I could hold my discs for you.
Yeah. What about that
I control.
anti-magic field?
Well, if you had the disc, it wouldn't matter. You'd be able to get across.
Oh, I see.
The anti-magic is just really to stop people flying in.
Yeah, because you see, I can fly, so that was going to be one of my options. One of my many talents.
Don't make me doubt your intelligence.
Well, that's it. I knew there was an anti-magic field, so...
Okay. Listen. I'll hold the thing. The platforms. If you destroy the Grandmaster.
Oh, it would be my pleasure. Is it a deal?
Very well. It's a deal. A true intellect never goes back on his word.
The teleport thing.
Get him to turn the teleporters off.
Oh, cool.
So part of that deal, obviously, of killing him is getting him to to deactivate his teleporty thingies as well, yeah? Obviously, that's going to help me kill him.
It would make it easier. You think you need it easy?
I think I need it done.
I like your attitude. Very well. I will turn off his teleporters.
Oof.
And you bring me his corpse. Then I will hold the discs.
Deal. That'd be a mighty fine body for you to get back into.
That's correct. Or perhaps we could find one more attractive.
I am pretty
I
fit.
never liked his appearance.
Okay. Well, that's something we can figure out later. But I like you. You're nice. It's a
I
deal.
enjoy your company.
Speak to you soon.
Scarrick, you were
Hold on,
talking
hold
to the last brain.
Yeah.
Sorry, has Ozzy been disconnected now?
Yeah, I pulled
Yeah.
my hand off. He's in.
Did it work?
Yeah. You
Great,
just
great.
you just got to be a bit more
Which-
intelligent, you know.
Yeah, do work. Which discs is he going to hold for us?
His ones.
Mr. Intelligent, which guess we might not get them all, so we might have to jump one or two. So which ones was it? So far
We're
we've
gonna
got
jump 12
3 and
feet.
9.
Well, well, let's just use deduction to figure out which ones are his by speaking to
He
the
did
other
say
ones.
Did he say?
I don't think he did.
No.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
But also, the Grandmaster's got some like teleporting wristband things that like will chop your head off, and he said he's gonna deactivate them as well. But the deal is we kill the Grandmaster, which I'm up for.
Scarrick, as you tune into the final brain.
Hello.
Hello?
Oh, hello.
Who's there?
Hi, Scarrick Bladefall at your service.
Hello, Scarrick. I'm Edith.
It's very nice to meet you, Edith.
It's odd that someone's come in my service when I serve others.
Oh, well, that's not a great way to live your life. I think it's about balance.
It's hard to have balance down here. Time
Well,
is so
how
long
can I-
and boring.
How can I help you today? And maybe we can add a bit of balance to your life.
The thing I miss the most is entertainment.
Oh, damn it!
I remember going to the theatre. It's hazy now, but I remember the shows, the crowds, the music, the smell. Entertain me.
Well, what do you like? I mean, I've got bagpipes. If it,
Oh no.
does it work like that? Can you just do it in your head?
Remember a moment and I will be able to see it.
Well, I mean, if you like that sort of thing, then how about a good old gig? And I'll think of one of the gigs that I was like standing side of stage for Aussie
Nice.
Okay.
when it was Guns and not Guns and Brothers, Crossbows and Brothers.
Yeah. No guns here. Well, there is now.
Ray Guns and Roses.
You could change your name actually to Guns and Roses. Muskets and Roses. You think of this memory and you have it in the forefront of your head. You can picture it. You can feel it. You can relive it. And it's a really nice thought for yourself. It's something you haven't thought on for a while. Your focus has been on Pyremeus. Your focus has been on striving. You know you need your friends, but this brings your mind back to a time when all you focused on were your friends. Caring for Ozzy. Ensuring he was on the right path. Trying to keep him out of trouble.
Good old days.
Your drifting of thoughts is broken off. That was enlightening. I enjoyed that very much. Do you have more? More like that?
I've got many more like that, and if you like them, maybe you can have a wee chat with Ozzy himself. He's with us.
He's here.
Aye.
What would you want in return?
Well, I've heard there's these levitating stones that you could
Yes, I
maybe
control
lock in
some.
place for us. That would be amazing.
They lead to the treasury.
Aye.
Some of Qualish's equipment is in there, but I know not all of it.
What exactly is your job here?
I control the prison and the leverworks. I can lock and unlock the doors there. I journeyed after Qualish a long time ago. I heard that he'd moved to a second laboratory.
Do you know where this laboratory is?
I believe its location is within the treasury.
I
That's
see.
where the Grand Master took everything when he took over. And imprisoned me here.
Oh, is he in a happy fumble?
What numbers are your stones, by the way? Sorry.
I control number 1 and 6. And if you could perhaps introduce me to Ozzy, I would hold them in place.
Aye, of course, no problem. It was great meeting you, Edith.
Thank
I'll
you
maybe
for...
see you again if we're here longer and need to do something about the prisons, but it's been nice chatting.
Thank you.
As you have a wee chat with Edith in there, just like, show some of your gigs.
Edith.
She loves it.
Ah.
Aye, she's a fan.
Oh my god. I've run over and put my hand on.
And then we've got number 1 and 6 now.
You spend the next 10-15 minutes just remembering some of your best moments.
Role play it.
Your crowd surfing, your gigs in extraordinary places, your band together again.
If anyone was paying attention, you would notice that as I lift my hand off, I have tears streaming down my face after reminiscing all the good old days with my ex-band.
So, you have some things in place. You have some tasks to do to get the stones to stay so you can access the treasury. That is where we'll leave tonight's session.
Wait.
Ooh, baby.
And we'll see if you can get them tasks done and get your floating stones in place for next session.
Oh, one of the tasks is simple. We just kill the fucking big
Kill
bad
the
boss.
leader.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, but we get the floating stones
Need to
first.
find out if any of the others do anything interesting.
He said, "Bring me
Not-
the
not
body."
dickhead
Yeah,
ones.
we
So
can't
they'll-
do the stones until we kill the big bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, wait, what?
He said, "Bring me the
Yeah,
body of
he'll
the
inflate
Grandmaster, and I'll hold the
after you've
stones."
bring the body.
Oh, I thought we had to, like, whatever was in the treasury was going to help kill the Grandmaster.
You've
No.
got some of the other stones,
Oh.
but he did say, "Bring me the body of the Grandmaster," and I'll.
Oh, okay, I misunderstood that. Fair enough.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
I was gonna say fucking hell. Like if we've got some of the stones, we can just mage hand the fucking. Haven't we got an immovable rod?
We do.
So we can mage hand that up and use it like a pendulum to swing across. Like, because I was like, how are we gonna jump across
Indiana
when there's
Jones.
one missing? Yeah, but we can just like.
Or you
swing
could
Indiana
use
Jones.
mage.
Forget about the anti-magic field.
Oh, is that across the whole thing? Yeah, it's gonna stop on mage handing it.
To be fair, that's
Yeah, well, it didn't stop
obviously the
Ozzy.
discs are
Ozzy
magic.
could
So
fly.
yeah, the
It
discs are
would- it-
magic. So
I'd
it's not
assume it'd
covering
stop
the
you
discs.
crossing the boundary onto the land.
You could put the immovable rod underneath one of the platforms to stop it moving down. Maybe.
Yeah, but
Thinking.
it's
Yeah,
tilt.
but we've only currently got 4 of the
Six.
10.
Which ones have we got?
Yeah, 6. So you
We've got
managed to convince
3, 9, 1, and 6.
I don't know which ones they are.
like they're basically in order, like 1 to 10. So there's 10 floating discs, and you've got the first, the third. I know. I think with the middle 2, the ones we're thinking. I'll recap on the next session anyway.
It sounds like we've actually done really well with stepping stones, doesn't it? It's 1 missed.
If
2,
you
3,
kill the
missed 4,
Grandmaster,
missed 5.
if you kill the Grandmaster,
9.
you've got 1, 3, 6, 8, 9, and 10. So the biggest gap you'd have to jump is a 5, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 22-foot gap. Pretty good.
I thought you said they were 5 feet
we've
apart.
got-
They're
Yeah,
5
but
feet
there's
apart, but
five-
each disc is 3 foot wide.
Oh, fucking hell.
I've also got that bottle of smoke we could possibly use.
What, so you can't see them.
Say that made everything dreadful.
No, but it's got the fucking demon in it that kills
And
you.
then we won't know if we can jump on them or not.
You gotta kill the stones, here.
I think
Not
you mean for the
stones, I mean, if
Grandmaster.
we need to kill the Grandmaster.
Oh,
I'd be more worried about his bodyguards. Well, I don't know. Heads may roll. We'll see.
We can't fight an entire island of fanatics, can we?
Can
of course
we?
we can. Fucked up the ones
If
in
we
that
had
room.
explosives, this is the room you'd plant the explosives in and blow it up as a diversion, wouldn't it? And then
Well, just
hopefully
remember, the brains
magic
control
fuel
different
falls
things.
down. Yeah, so we could.
Yeah,
so
we could
didn't
definitely get
one of them,
Edith to open up the prisoners.
One of them
Let
controls
the prisoners
the
out.
barracks,
the
didn't they?
quarters, so we could lock
Was that Alton?
anyone that's in
controls
their
the
beds.
I'll
Basically,
do-
we can lock.
For next session, if Gut's got this one up, I'll rewatch it and I'll do a little list of who does what and what you found
Yeah,
out
that
so
would be
far.
handy.
So you've got a
'cause it
recap.
was-
Yeah,
There's lots to take in.
yeah. There's a lot to take in, so I'll do your notes for you.
We didn't get the secret from Podrick, did we? Was it Podrick?
No, because he was a little prick.
Roderick.
Podrick.
Yeah, they all have slightly different personalities. So I was surprised you didn't get that out. To be fair, because that would have fit your role. Yeah, cool.
I asked him, and he said no. What else was I going to
Yeah,
do?
the one person you asked nicely in the entire campaign.
Yeah. Fine. He's getting
I know
fingered
that's why I
next
was
time.
saying about threatening him a bit more, maybe, but I enjoyed the to and fro
Works
with
with some of them.
the intelligent one.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
And you didn't get your faces flayed.
Nuts.
Well done, gang.
That was close.
Cool.
The reason why I
Well-
wanted Packard to go first is because I was planning on like being on the table, and then I was gonna like ghost arm up somebody.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Nice.
gonna just
Yeah.
So we got out.
Oh, it's a cool little mission, isn't it?
Mm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because we're running a module at the moment. We're back on module. Cool. Alright, gang. Well,
Good
we'll
stuff.
meet up
Paul.
soon.
Cheers
worries.
as always.
Won't be as long this time. I think I've got a couple of a busy week or something like that, but then we should be able to get something in.
Nice.
All right, gang.
Sweet.
Cool.
Nice one.
See you soon.
Catch you all later.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.